What is up, everybody? We are live. I am terrified. My New York Giants are going to draft Shedeur Sanders. Jack with the Buc-ee's Cup looks pretty excited. You thinking Ashton Jetty, Jack?
Look, there's a lot of talk that the Jags are trying to make a splash, trying to go up to number 2, make a deal with the Browns. I know we would take Travis Hunter in that position, so I'm actually hopeful for that. Our new GM, young man, James Bradbury, is always Gladstone. Excuse me. Did you say Bradbury?
You got the Giants in your brain.
I got Matt's Eagles on my mind.
I guess the Eagles too.
Whatever. But no, James Gladstone, he's always talking about intangibly rich players. There's nobody like that in this draft. Travis Hunter's got some character. I would love for the Jags to make a move, go up to 2 and get him. But if we end up picking at 5, I've got a feeling it's going to be JT because I think we value the offensive side a little bit more with the new head coach. And he seems like a hell of a player. So it seems like Genty if the Jags stay at 5.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said on the podcast, we could have the 3 best running backs in the league between this podcast. But Colin, we haven't heard from you yet. Taking a break from finals. What are you thinking about your Bears?
All week, Ryan Poles said he's going to make a move. A lot of people have been saying Jags trade back to 10. Bears move up and take Genty. I've seen that a lot. I don't know what's going on with the Browns. Maybe epic Poles bomb Travis Hunter to the Bears. I don't know. Probably not, though. I hope not also. But
yeah, that'd be
says he's going to quit football if he doesn't play both sides of the ball. I don't like that at all.
A lot of room for him at receiver there too.
No.
Definitely just smoke and mirrors, but he'll play both sides of the ball. I mean, if a team is taking him in the top 2, top 3 picks, they have a need for both sides. I can guarantee you that's the case for Cleveland, for the Giants, for the Jags, whoever it might be, the Bears. I don't think you guys are going to go there, though. I think if you guys trade up, you're right. I have seen a lot of rumblings about you guys potentially making a trade with the Jags as well, coming into the 5 spot to take Genty, but that's probably going to be dependent on if we can get up or not.
You know, the Giants have had a lot of talk about trading, not involving the 3 pick, but I keep hearing Jackson Dart. And I don't know if I like hearing Jackson Dart. We're all SEC guys, and we've seen the failures of Mr. Dart in the past, 4 years? I don't want to live with that, with him as a New York Giant.
Well, Brian, you guys won't take him at 3. I really don't think that you guys will take him at 3.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about taking him at 3, but like getting rid of a 2nd and a 3rd to move up to get Jackson Dart
at in the late round, in the late first round tonight, towards the end of the draft tonight. Yeah, I can see you guys making a move like that. I could also see the Saints making a move like that if they don't take a QB at 9.
And it doesn't look like they are because Shedeur Sanders, he was like projected a top 10 pick for forever, and now I think his line's set at 21.5.
Which is,
does he get drafted in the first round?
I mean, that's coincidentally like right after the Steelers pick.
It's going to be like, does Aaron Rodgers hop on the phone and finally tell Mike Tomlin he's ready to play? And then they pass on Shedeur and we don't see him get picked?
If Aaron Rodgers makes a call tonight, he's an asshole.
I think he is an asshole. So
I think he is already one. It would just solidify it even more.
To some degree, he's just been treated like crap. So he's got to defend himself and do what he can. And, sometimes, people are taking shots at you. You just take shots back. Like that's, no disrespect to him. It's just human nature. So like everybody does that. And I like to try and give him some credit, but no, dude, if he's making a call, like we've been trying for weeks to get an answer out of him. If he finally makes the call tonight, that's a dickhead move.
It'd be very on brand for Aaron Rodgers. All right, well, I guess the Titans are now officially on the clock. And this is where I hope and pray they somehow don't select Cam Ward. But I think we're going to see Cam Ward go to the Tennessee Titans here.
if the Giants were to take Jackson Dart, hypothetically, would that mean, because a lot of buzz around the Saints taking him at 9, I think that would cause like a frenzy around the 10, 9, 10, 11, 12 for some Steelers, someone like that to maybe trade up and then get nervous a little bit.
I think we're going to see a lot of chaos happen right before where your Bears are supposed to pick. And I'm kind of hoping for it for this live stream's sake. I'm hoping for chaos at 5 too.
I was going to say, I've seen a lot of people have been saying a lot of things. I think that this draft, unless what people are saying about the Browns is true, this draft starts at the 2nd pick. That'll be nice and fun. But I don't think we're going to have to wait too much longer because it seems like that 5 pick is going to be very interesting as well. The Bears, we know that they're trying to move up. Man, this should be good from the get-go. I can't wait. What the hell
we
is
already
Roger?
have Goodell riding a bike in
I
hope he has a Biden moment and just falls over right now.
He's cutting it pretty close to the side of that stage.
Is that Clay Matthews?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Crosby. Is that Lil Wayne on the bike?
What the hell?
Lil Wayne had the green and yellow, black and yellow parody for that Super Bowl. That's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yes, sir. Duval. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, we're going to deal with this again, too, here, where we got
Everybody
to
has
sync
get
up our
talk.
TVs.
Oh, why? Am I a step ahead?
I
What's
think
up,
so,
Will?
yeah.
Long day.
See, you're still locked in that basement.
Yeah, I just ran in.
They haven't let you out for sunlight yet?
I just got home, like literally.
All right, so whenever Cam Ward gets selected here, as soon as he says the name Cam
they on
Ward,
the
we're going
clock?
to have to – they are on the clock. Roger's talking. I'm sure he's getting booed.
Shit, I want to try to, because I can. Where is it? Oh, I have to authenticate. God damn it.
Yeah, but we'll sync up when Cam Ward gets drafted here.
Oh,
So the last thing I need is one of you to spoil the Giants pick.
oh for fuck's sake. God
I
damn
can't
it.
wait to do that.
Oh, you know what?
Jackson Dart.
If he goes at 3, I might have to end this live stream and just cry.
Who?
Make me the
If
host.
If
Or
the
what
Giants
about
draft Jackson Dart at 3.
Shador. And you see
That would be
Prime
even
on the
worse.
screen. I think that would be
Do it.
worse.
Would
Then
it be
he'd
worse?
probably try to
would it be
become your
worse-
head coach.
Would it be
Yeah.
worse than them drafting JJ McCarthy?
Dude, this is the second year in a row I've had to deal with this. Last year was JJ McCarthy, and now it's Jackson Dart or Shador Sanders.
Or just like,
Also,
what's
Brian,
your favorite
the-
pick?
the banner that I made earlier, it like just fit. I don't know if you saw that. It was literally 200 out of 200 characters.
Oh, yeah.
The ticker.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm trying to sign into my.
Tyrone
Verizon
Tracy
account.
was a good pick. That was last year, right?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, relax.
I can't
What
log
did
in.
you say, Ryan?
Tyrone Tracy was a good pick. I think Colin asked me the only picks I've liked in the last 2 years. Also, Tyler Newman. That was a
Or who
good
would you
pick.
like at 3?
I'm fine with Abdul Carter. I think I'm just convincing myself Abdul Carter. Anyone else is a disaster. But then again, if they draft Abdul Carter, I think it means they're going to trade Kayvon Thibodeau. And I like Thibodeau.
And not pick up his. I mean, he's still on the rookie deal, no?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, so they could pick up his 5th year. This is his entering his 4th year or 3rd year?
4. He was the same draft as. Oh man, when was Kayvon Thibodeau? I think he was 21.
Same as Trayvon Walker, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you guys can have him for 2 more years before you're gonna have to pay him.
I don't understand why they would get rid of him because the Giants, when they've been good, have had that rotation of 3 or 4 edge rushers. And you can have that. And the news is like, oh, trade Thibodeau for that pick to get Jackson Dart. It's just thank goodness the Mets are good because this Giants organization is.
Of course, the Mets talk finds a way.
Jalen Murrow, late
Right
round.
now.
Yeah, he's at the draft, right?
Yeah, Jalen Milroe is going to be in the green room, and
What a waste.
I made this my loser of the week, or maybe my Michael of the week, like however long ago, weeks ago, when he accepted the invitation. I was like, you're like by all measures not going to be a first round quarterback. Why are you going to show? Or you're not going to be a first round pick. Why are you going to show up to the draft? You're just going to be sitting in that room the whole time, like. Why wouldn't you just rather be at home, like watching it, like with your family or something?
I think the Vegas line for prospects not drafted that are in the green room is 2.5, and it would be 1.5, but he's like a lock to not get.
I think it really depends how many, like, if the Giants take a quarterback, if the Saints take a quarterback, and then there's 3 off the board in the top 10, and there's really 1 or 2, then some teams are going to, like the Steelers would take him at 23. I bet.
The one thing,
yes,
no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I just turned it down.
You can mute it.
I know. I want to have like a little bit, like it would be very quiet. Is it really quiet or is it still too loud?
It's still in.
Yeah, that's fine.
I muted it.
The one thing, and there's been no news on Milroe to the Giants, so I shouldn't be stressed out about it. But there was the draft however many years ago when they let Lamar Jackson slip away when they could have drafted him. And I don't know if John Mara is like, hey, there's another mobile quarterback here.
Take him at 3.
Okay, there we go.
I mean,
That would be
honest. I would rather take him than anybody in this draft other than maybe Cam Ward. I like Jackson Dart probably more than a lot of you guys, but I would say Jalen Milroe as a second. He reminds me in this draft, he reminds me of Josh Allen in his draft. Like, no, he's not a complete quarterback yet, but he's got the size and athleticism and ability to do it, and you put him in the right system with the right coaching. Jalen Milroe has the ceiling that Shedeur doesn't have, that Jackson Dart doesn't have, that anybody else other than maybe Cam Ward has. So I could see that ceiling play working out like it worked out for Buffalo and Josh Allen.
I mean, Colin, you probably know Jalen Milroe the best, although Jack and I got to watch him a good amount too, unfortunately.
I saw him in person for that 4th and 24 or whatever the frick it was.
Hey,
real quick,
tell me if you hear this. Do you hear it as well or no? Still?
No.
Okay, good. That works. I wanted to be able to hear it. I don't know if you can. Well, you can see it on our end, but I put so you can kind of get synced together. Do you see the bottom?
That makes sense. Yeah, I see it now.
That's awesome.
But
I was trying to log in so I can pull it up on my computer, and the entire time, like, my login just wouldn't save for my Verizon account, and I was like, "Fuck! I had this whole set up. Why is it not working as soon as I get home?"
Well, we always got to have some kind of technical difficulties on these. Hopefully, that's the last one. But Colin, do you think he'll be a good pro?
I mean, he can throw a deep ball and he can run the ball probably better than any quarterback, but his reading anybody down the field from 10 to 20 yards is probably the talent of DJ Ungale. That is how bad it is. It is. I would have benched after the Oklahoma game, and I don't think he should have played in the Michigan game. And there's stuff coming out this week how if he came back for the season, the whole offense would have entered the transfer portal. So I'm
I did see that. That's crazy.
No,
that does kind of make sense.
That's insane.
Just watching that, and especially that Michigan game, Bernard just running perfect 15-yard crossers, and he would just sky it over his head. I'm like, that's not really an NFL quarterback.
Are they really trying to compare Cam Ward to Patrick Mahomes right now? What are we doing here?
There are some small comparisons. in the fact like when Mahomes was coming out, he kind of just was that gunslinger. I was listening to, I think it was Mel Kiper talk about him, or it might have been Daniel Jeremiah, but he was like, yeah, a lot of teams will see him as just that guy with the great arm, kind of like Mahomes that was unpolished. But I don't know. He's not going to be Patrick Mahomes.
He's too nonchalant, in my opinion.
Mahomes did a lot of that too in college.
Yeah,
I
will say that Patrick Mahomes is pretty nonchalant, but to be fair, so is Aaron Rodgers. We're talking some of the best quarterbacks of all time right now.
Well, I think when you look at Shador and Cam Ward, just competition, like drastically worse than a Jalen Milroe and Jackson Dart. I mean,
definitely.
Cam Ward had a good last season, kind of fell apart at the end because of the defense, but they're putting up like basically 60 points and still only winning by like 10 or 15.
No, but the difference between the ACC and the SEC is astronomical.
And then Shador, he went like 15-11, didn't win a bowl game. Like, I know they were changing players all the time, but like, I mean, they got spanked by Nebraska.
Nebraska,
and they have the Mahomes cosplayer with Dylan Raiola.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think that kid's gonna be pretty good. I got faith that he'll be a top pick in a draft soon enough.
And the pick is in.
You know, it's my loser of the week. Every single team that uses the entire clock on the first pick. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, well, you might as well field the calls. Maybe the Browns will offer you 5 first-rounders or whatever they did in draft day.
Are you guys? Well, it's hard to be synced up here, I guess, but he's walking out right.
Farley?
He's walking out right now.
I'm definitely the furthest behind.
Caleb Farley was a Virginia Tech guy, but then he had like he had a horrible back injury and then never really played.
Huh.
Travis Honyo.
What's with the Virginia Tech guys always getting those back injuries?
I think he had it in college, and they still drafted him at like 25.
Oh, there's Cam Ward, and the dream is over for my New York Giants.
Here, I'll pause it.
Wow. Shocker, Brian.
All right, well, now that it's official, do any Tennessee Titans have fantasy value next year with Cam Ward?
No. Well, according to him, Calvin Ridley, because he's the best receiver in the league.
Look, the value, their value definitely goes up. Everybody on the offense, all of the fantasy value goes up. This is a first overall pick. Last year, you have Will Levis, who was turning the ball over 3 to 4 times a game. So, yes, the offense will have more possessions, more plays, and they're just –
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's happened. I hate. Can we agree to not look at our phone now?
That is crazy.
Let's put the phones away though.
What did they give up?
Oh my gosh.
That is crazy. Travis Hunter, welcome to Duval.
You come into this organization and you make a splash play right away. That's what I'm talking about, Gladstone.
So the Browns get a first-round pick. They obviously get the Jags' first-round pick this year, a second-round pick this year, a fourth-round pick this year, and a first-round pick next year. And the Jags get obviously the second pick,
for
a fourth-rounder,
Hunter,
and a sixth.
That's worth it.
Wait. Will, I'm sorry for interrupting.
You gave up a second this year and a first next year.
Right, and a fourth this year.
And a fourth this year, and you got back. So essentially, you swapped fourth-round picks, but you gave them a first and a sixth.
In a second.
Or I'm sorry, a first and a second. You swapped fourth-round picks. You gave them a first. You gave them a second.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna turn my phone off. I'm gonna try not to look at my phone because that was kind of spoiled for me a little bit.
Look at Colin in the war room.
Okay, so
That is nuts.
I love it. So we give up our next year's first.
I mean, I really don't think you have to worry about who you're giving up here. You just got a generational talent in Travis Hunter.
Shade.
No, I know.
Shade.
I'm trying to process it. It's
You give up a first next year and a second this year, and then a fourth for Travis Hunter. That's pretty good deal right there.
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad.
And the
about
fourth
it.
is a swap because you're getting a fourth.
Hey, I think I said it on here to start this live stream. Maybe I said it before we started recording, but I said the Jags are in the mix to make a trade with the Browns, get up to number 2, take Travis Hunter, and I would be happy about it. I'm very happy about this, and I'll tell you right now, Travis Hunter is happy about this. He's going to be able to play both sides of the football with our football team. He's going to be playing a whole lot of wide receiver, opposite side of BTJ, and he's going to have Trevor Lawrence throwing him the football with a revamped offensive line.
That's going to be a really fun offense.
I'm not trying to cut you off. Brian, what's your clock at right now? You see the clock at the bottom?
I'm just watching the bottom ticker.
I'm about 2 seconds ahead of it. 1 second to 2 seconds ahead of it.
5 seconds behind.
I'm like a second-ish.
Well, they got it.
What if they just traded up to draft Ashton
What about
Genty?
now, Brian?
Because Ryan Poles
Shut up.
Scared the kid GM. The youngest
Brian,
GM.
2 seconds behind. 2 seconds behind.
Oh, here it is. 2025 second. 2025 fourth.
No, why'd it go forward?
Oh, wait. That's what we were.
2026, yeah.
Oh. So we swapped second and fourths.
No, you only swapped fourths.
No, we swapped second and fourth. Oh, second overall pick. Sorry.
So there is another side to this. Is there any chance they did this to get Abdul Carter?
I mean, yeah.
There's
Well,
definitely
they have two edges.
We also need defensive line help, and in my opinion, and I think in a lot of people's opinions, he's the best player in this draft by far.
Abdul Carter gets saved from the Giants.
I could see it. I don't want to get dude. I've said this so much on all of our podcasts. If anybody has been listening, wants to listen back, there's 2 elite prospects in this draft. It's Abdul Carter and it's Travis Hunter. There is a drop off after that. It's like when you're picking a fantasy draft and like everyone's like, CMC and Bijan and whoever else, and then there's just a drop off. Whatever it might be. That's how I felt about it since the beginning. It's those 2 guys. At 5, I was nervous with who we were going to get. Mason Graham, Ashton Genty. Picks in, baby. Who is it?
It's got to be Travis Hunter. I'm going to feel sad for you if it's not Travis Hunter.
I don't know.
I mean, I won't.
Though. Like, why would
it would be super weird. It's going to be.
The only thing is the Giants have been locked in on Abdul Carter. So that's the only reason I think maybe they're doing it because of that.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Cleveland want Travis Hunter. So I don't know, I feel like it would be weird if they traded up knowing the fact they're gonna take Hunter at 2, but I don't know.
Cleveland, you never know what they're thinking.
Everyone's mock draft is now fucked and we're 2 picks in. Absolutely fucked.
A lot of people probably just picked Hunter for 2.
Yeah, I mean, but that is
fans showing out, baby.
Yeah, but who knows what Cleveland does at 5 now? Because they're not gonna.
Maybe they trade down again.
I hope they do with the Bears now. That would.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, they could just keep acquiring picks. They need a lot.
Because then the Jaguars are probably.
Oh, Eric Armstead's out here.
Genty.
Wow, the Jags.
The Browns wouldn't take Genty
Giants.
at 5.
No.
It'd be the
I'm
Raiders.
gonna mute myself for a sec so I can turn.
I mean, you see, it just went to Jaguar selection. I don't know how you guys are. Goodell's got to speak Japanese.
The Walter Payton Man of the Year right there.
I'm glad you got a win last year.
Hey, they won.
It's got to be Travis Hunter. Has to be.
I think it's Carter. long
he's doing the
anticipated
whole-
picks. They're always the most yap.
Yeah, he's doing the whole Man of the Year speech. All right, here we go. This has been like a 5-minute process to just say the pick. Absolutely.
Why don't they do this in
Can't rush
between,
greatness.
in between picks? Do it.
You know, that would make the most sense, but they want the TV ratings. Oh, he's doing his whole spiel now about being Walter Payton Man of the Year.
I get it's Walter Payton Man of the Year, but just you could do it in between picks. Just...
All right,
We
Eric.
know.
Let's just let's say who your team drafted here.
It's a Che. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, we need the Jeopardy music here.
Wow. Okay.
There it is.
Baby.
There it is. Travis Hunter is a Jacksonville Jaguar.
Where's his girl? Oh, his girlfriend's there. I don't know. I
thought-
don't know.
Yeah, I can't wait to have conversations
She's
about
gonna
that.
have a lot of fun in Northeast Florida.
It's a great place to be. I was just there last weekend.
Probably not with him, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm more interested with Cleveland because now I have absolutely
Oh,
no
that's
clue what they
exciting.
do at 5.
Well, earlier today, I kept seeing Abdul Carter, Bears. Did the Giants trade back?
I put myself back on mute. I'm so hyped right now.
I gotta try to get synced up if possible.
Now it's just like, oh,
Would the Giants trade back? Possibly.
I
No, they
hope
just sit
not.
there and go
Abdul
Carter.
Carter is right there. You passed on Micah Parsons. You've had so many bad first-round draft picks in the past decade. Just take Abdul Carter. He's as close to a sure thing as you can get. I'm happy for Jack, though. Travis Hunter is going to be a lot of fun. Next to Brian Thomas Jr., too.
Yeah.
I really am surprised. Genty might fall out of the top 5 now.
He could go to Cleveland. I wouldn't be shocked about that. They fall back just in front of Vegas.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
But that's like the other perfect slot that a lot of people were talking about trades. I mean, I could see them trading. 10. Maybe Cleveland would just trade up just to get him.
I just can't see any other teams trading up with Cleveland again. Unless, like, I don't know. I can't see anybody else trading up. I feel like the only other people that, like, teams would really itch up to trade is Abdul Carter. But I don't know.
Oh, man. All right, Travis Hunter, a Jacksonville Jaguar. Jack is
And the
too
Giants
hyped to
shock
even
the
talk
world.
right now.
And go quarterback, Ole Miss.
If the Giants take a quarterback here, I
Shades
don't
of
know if I
Daniel
can stay on
Jones.
this stream. There's no way. I was much more worried about them taking J.J. McCarthy last year than I am about them drafting a quarterback right now.
Yeah, the last highlight on that reel was cold.
The pick is in. They're not trading back.
As they shouldn't. All right, Abdul
Look,
Carter.
You got any questions for me, Brian? I'm just hype beyond words. We need corner help,
Amir Khan looks so.
receiver help. Adding depth for what it's worth to both of those positions with one pick is phenomenal. He's got great character. I'm excited.
Well, which side do you think he's going to play more on?
I think the rest of our
Even.
draft will determine that, but definitely wide receiver. I would definitely think wide receiver would be. He's going to be involved. He's going to be, a gimmick player per se on, as a wide receiver, but he'll be very involved. I don't mean gimmicky like he's on the field, 30% of plays. Like he'll be out there.
I mean, him and Brian Thomas Jr. If Trevor Lawrence can't take the step with those two,
non-QB.
then you have a Trevor Lawrence problem.
As I was saying, like, where's the Niners on this?
And good for the front office now because it's like you're giving Trevor his shot. You're giving him all he needs, and now he's got to prove it.
Take a drink.
I mean, look. I mean, you can say that all you want. Like I have faith in Trevor. He's already proved it to me. He just needs to have the team around him, and he needs to be healthy. That's been an issue. But if we can, G-men have to go Abdul. Yes, what's up, T? What's up, T?
I completely agree. Just give me Abdul Carter. God. No, but yeah, Trevor Lawrence has to show it this year.
Looking quite mischievous in that war room.
I don't see Dable. That might be a bad thing.
I gotta turn off. I'm so annoyed.
Okay, he's happy.
I'm so annoyed. I gotta turn off fucking Twitter notifications.
Yeah, just put down your phone.
No, I had to call someone.
Wait to call someone. Hey!
There it is. Okay.
Bro, they went
That's
right
fine.
into that. I was so confused. I was like, is this a replay of like last year?
They didn't mess it up. Abdul Carter is as much of a sure thing as you can get in this draft. He's going to be really good.
Bro, what is he wearing?
And he'll be an Eagle in 5 years.
He looks
Yeah,
like he's
that's
going to
crazy
like a
shit.
wedding in Egypt or something.
Oh, he's
That is-
Muslim.
Okay,
Well, I guess that could make some more sense.
I
that does
think.
make sense.
He's not in traditional suits. I get it.
I will
That is
take
a-
Abdul
That is
Carter.
a blinging chain, dude. That thing is going crazy.
I hope he throws games against the Eagles. Just like, yeah, Eagles.
We have a message from Nick L., our writer over at Views from Section 400. He just said the Giants have the best defense in football.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, you could argue maybe best defensive line, but
That's a really good defensive line now. Him and Brian Burns. I'm gonna have to figure out a nickname for Abdul Carter because we got Spider-Man.
Did you see that? He drew up some handshake with Roger Goodell before this. Like,
Gang signs, cut him.
cut.
I actually like that hat. The draft hats normally are pretty ugly. That's a good hat.
You think people are gonna repurpose Chris Carter jerseys?
Abdul Carter. All right. Like you have to be a good defense now with Abdul Carter, with Brian Burns, and with Dexter Lawrence. That's a heck of a defensive line.
It's nasty.
What's the secondary
I
there?
forgot Navarro Bowman went to Penn State.
That's the issue.
Oh, you got a big pickup at safety. We know that.
Javon Holland and Tyler Newman are a solid pairing at safety. You need
Okay,
a corner.
So New England have to go tackle here.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go with the tackle.
They're gonna
Yeah,
go with
they're
the
gonna
tackle
have
at
to.
LSU. The guy I love calling Will Howard.
Will Howard.
Yeah, I mean, this one's easy. And then Cleveland, like, what does Cleveland do? Anyone
Easy
in the stream right now,
bones.
if you have any idea what Cleveland does, because I don't think any of us have an idea.
Cleveland at 5.
They could go Genti. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, isn't Nick Chubb a free agent?
He's also
I think so. I think I don't think he's actually on a. I don't know if he's on a Ross. Let me see.
TJ. I hope Kayvon becomes a rotation guy. I'm still kind of worried they trade him to get up again and get Jackson Dart.
I don't think he's. I think he's still on the team.
Nick
believe.
Chubb,
Yeah, but
still
like
on the Browns.
He should still be there.
his knees are just like gone.
Or no, need to add Nick Chubb.
How old's he only?
Oh, I
He's
think he is a
29.
free agent.
So who?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
think.
so it's
I
Jerome
think if
Ford.
they don't trade back, they're gonna pick Genty. I think. Because I
I'm
guess
just thinking
Nick
out
Chubb
like
is-
with the Giants. Who?
I mean, I don't know. Like they could maybe. I don't know. It like makes so much
They
sense
could-
for them
no,
to
but they-
trade
they
back
could-
in front of Vegas.
They could trade back again though.
But would they go
But
wide?
they-
Maybe wide
Probably
receiver.
have
Yeah, no, he's
Vegas.
a free agent right now.
Nick Chubb
Shador
is a free agent.
Sanders, empty couch. That's kind of sad.
He's not going to get picked here. There's no way. I just don't see Shador
I-
Sanders in the first round.
I think the point of that was he vacated that couch after the Giants didn't pick him.
I don't think
Giants
he was
trade
there
up
to
in the
begin
first
with.
round and draft Shador.
G-Mango
Haslam.
McCord. I don't know about Kyle McCord, dude. You already have Tommy DeVito. That didn't work out well. I might want to stay away from my Syracuse running backs.
At least you.
Miles, Pat's going tackle here. I think that's consensus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
It's
doing
gonna
that,
be.
Brian?
Yeah.
Miles, we're gonna
Yeah.
have to root for an LSU Tiger. Unfortunately, I know you're an Auburn guy, War Eagle, but yeah, you're gonna have to root for a Tiger here.
No,
the
Jack,
kind-
we've been doing it. It's not that bad.
What do you mean?
You have
Oh,
Brian
well,
Thomas. I got Malik Neighbors.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. We're new to it though. You know, I don't know if I've really like totally come around on the fact that I think I just ignore it. I think that's what you do. You just ignore it. What happened to the bottom, Will?
I don't
We
want to
got commercial
chance
break.
anything with commercials and getting like a copy or like a DMCA, so I just want to play it safe. And there's no ticker on the bottom anyways, so
Alrighty.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Tommy DeVito was a fraud. I don't know if you watched our last podcast. I kind of like Dylan Gabriel as like a 5th round pick for the Giants.
Miles just wants to make sure that Drake
Yeah,
may
Miles.
die.
that's a fair take to have.
It's a great take.
Listen, Drake May showed a lot last year.
He did, man. He did. I think everyone wants him to be the next Tom Brady so bad that he may have been just a tad overrated, but he did show promise.
yeah, Miles, I was shocked when New England really didn't address they didn't touch offensive line at all in free agency. At all. It was all mostly defense. Like all they did was bolster their D line. D line linebackers. They did not touch their O line at all. So I mean
Dude, I'm sorry to keep going back to Abdul Carter, but I'm just like thinking about this defensive line, and I'm getting shades of Justin Tuck, Osi Umenyiora, Matthias Kiwanuka. Like it could be that good. It could be that good, and they just need that quarterback. And maybe it's Kyle McCord, maybe it's Dylan Gabriel, maybe it's Jameis Winston. I don't know, but
Quinn Ewers.
he's another guy. He was a projected 1st round pick until he sucked this year.
I mean, I don't. He didn't even play like that. He didn't play that bad.
What if they get Quinn Ewers and then they suck again, and then they draft Arch Manning next year?
So Brian, I literally had a call, I had a missed call. I go to call them back, and then I look on the top, and my Twitter notification went off for Abdul Carter. I'm like, God damn it! All I wanted to do was pull up the chat on my phone, but we have it here. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I just can't believe they got something right. So now that I guess there hasn't really been any surprises yet besides the Jags getting Hunter, but we knew he was going to. Colin, who are the Bears going to get?
I don't know. That kind of confused the Browns trading back to 5 is weird because that's where I thought we would probably trade up to. Because I think the Raiders, if Gentry falls to the Raiders, they're going to take him. And then just at 10, it's kind of weird. Like, either we can take, like, the best tackle on the board, or we'd probably trade back. And I kind of hope we do. And then I really do like the Alabama linebacker. I think he's probably one of the best linebackers in the draft.
Little bias there, but
No, he's not. No, he's clearly the best.
There you go.
Or maybe not clearly the best. It's him and what's his name from Georgia.
Yeah.
Here, guys, skills. I know. I shouldn't get my hopes up, but I want to. All right, they made a good pick. It's not very often the Giants make a good pick.
I mean, if you heard what Brian said the other day about what was it, like the trio of running backs in the NFC East? There was like the best 3 running backs in the NFL. And you're like,
Yeah, no, I said this podcast might have the 3 best running backs in the NFL after next year. I mean, it's not going to happen anymore because the Jaguars aren't getting Ashton Genty. But
yep, there it is.
Hey,
Will
Tank
Campbell.
Bigsby breakout season. You never know, man.
That's just a New England pick there. I had to go tackle.
Yeah, no, that's a great pick though, dude. I like this kid's attitude.
But he's got short arms.
He's got short arms. That's the only knock to his game. But yeah, I like his attitude. He's a grinder. He's a football player, dude. You'd love to see that, especially out of a big left tackle. Just a guy who likes to get dirty and fucking rough up with people.
Good pick, definitely.
They need sponsorship deals so from. What's the Campbell's Soup? Is it Hearty or is it Chunky? Whatever they do, but he's gonna have a sponsorship deal with them in no time. I guarantee you. That and Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe a pancake soup. Can you make a pancake soup?
I mean,
Campbell's
to be fair,
pancake?
I'll say this: the Giants really haven't fucked up drafts recently. It really wasn't until like.
Well, they drafted Deontay Banks in the first round 2 years ago.
Was it 2? That had to be 3. No, that was 3 years ago. Last year you drafted Neighbors. 2 years ago you drafted Evan Neal, which was the right pick at the time. And
I think Banks was after Neal.
No, you drafted Kayvon Thibodeau. You had 2 first. You had 3 and 6, and you drafted Neal, then Thibodeau, Kayvon Thibodeau, and then the year.
Dude, Neal's been there a while.
I gotta fact check this.
But either way, Evan Neal's terrible.
I mean, it wasn't like the wrong pick. Like he was supposed to go there. It's not like you picked Daniel Jones at 5 when the guy was supposed to go in the 2nd round.
Is Scales a Patriots fan too, or is he a Giants fan?
I think he is a Patriots fan.
He's a Pats fan, right? Yeah. So he's got to be happy with that pick, though.
Vince Neal, 4th year.
And the Browns
Browns
trade.
Wow. See, I was really
I was right.
I was really thinking that they might
Really?
make that deal with the Bears and have the Bears trade up here and get Genty. But
we'll see if they don't take him.
That's crazy.
I think the Browns want Genty and take him here. Otherwise, you make the deal with Chicago, get picks, trade down 5 more spots, and get a pick there.
Yeah.
You want Genty here, I'm sure.
That's crazy.
I bet the Bears trade back.
That's crazy. I didn't realize how long ago that draft was. I thought it was 2 years ago.
Oh, they got Will Campbell crying. I think the line for first rounders crying was 3.5.
Shut the fuck. Where did you even see that shit?
Prize Picks did a whole prop thing.
Prize Picks? Jesus Christ.
If you got all of them, if you went 3 for 3, you get a share of $500K.
I'm not trying to gaslight you. Fuck off.
My 3 were Travis Hunter under 2.5 draft position, Genty under 6.5 draft position, and Sanders over 11.5.
Yeah, I was tempted to do. I wanted to do something crazy where it was like
Under
Carter
60.
went.
Sorry, I
or
snagged it
Sanders.
early. They came out with the board early.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just say the line is. Sorry, let me just finish. The line being 6.5 is just silly. It should have been 5.5 from the start.
No, they had to fix a lot.
Since we're not synced up, should I just go back to live, or should I just keep it where it's at?
Yeah, I'm just watching the bottom ticker. It's working
Keep it
for
where
me
it's
fine.
at. Keep it where it's at.
I don't have my sound on, so
Would the Browns take a quarterback? Probably not.
they could. Kevin Stefanski reportedly loves Shador Sanders.
It's
And-
possible.
And apparently, the GM came out and said we took a big swing and miss on Deshaun Watson. So he's already out on Watson, and could definitely see them taking a quarterback here.
Imagine they pick Jackson Dart.
I would be shocked if they go with anybody other than Genty here.
See, I
But
would be, but it's also the
they
Browns.
need a quarterback. And the Browns always do this with quarterbacks.
I mean,
Could take
But I
Will
could also-
Sasquatch.
I could also see them trading back in like late round because they have the second round pick. which would be
Yeah,
good.
that could be their idea. Maybe they're gonna fight with the Giants for Dart. Is it Genty? Let's see.
Who's? Oh,
My mom's calling me just NAC, and she's drunk as shit.
I haven't seen it yet. Mason Graham. Okay.
well, that's an
Really?
interesting pick.
Jesus,
and
bro.
why is he flexing
How
his
did you get?
jacket?
How did you get so ahead of me all of a sudden?
I guess you make Myles Garrett happy. Get him less doubles.
But no offense. That's like their whole problem. Like they might be able to hold the other team to 7 points, but are they even going to be able to score 7 points?
They could have. They could have deked out the Raiders and said we're gonna draft Genty and trade it back again, and gotten Graham.
yeah, exactly. No, well, you weren't.
They would
Yeah,
trade back with the Raiders one spot.
You would have had if you wanted Graham though. You have to get him before the Jets take him at 7.
Yeah, you could have traded, even get
The
like
Raiders.
a 7th round pick to move a spot. The Raiders aren't taking Mason Graham.
Now the Raiders have to take him. Or is this going to be another
Genty.
They
Odunze
got
situation?
to be going Genty here.
If Genty falls to 10, I will be the most shocked but excited person on the planet.
I mean, they also need a quarterback.
I hope they just don't go Amari Hampton. I've been seeing people put him in there at 10. I think that's crazy.
No,
Well,
they
no
would trade. They would trade back.
It's got to be Genty here.
But you never know, because Dallas could go him too. It's such a weird spot. I mean, I feel like if Dallas is smart, they draft a running back in the second. They draft like anything but.
You know what really doesn't make sense to me? If Cleveland wanted to go defensive line, why not just take Abdul Carter?
I mean, they get, in my opinion, the second best defensive player in the draft, and they just got a first and a second round pick for. Like, it's still pretty damn good. And who knows? Maybe the Jags aren't, who knows with the Jags, and that pick could be really good. You never know. Both those picks could be very good.
Jack doesn't want to hear that.
I'm just saying, in a hypothetical world.
We're winning the division this year.
Oh boy, we heard
The
that
window
last
just
year.
opened. The
We heard
window
that
just opened.
Last year.
I hope you realize that the window just opened.
Okay.
It is a bad division.
Yeah, you need to go like 8 and 9, maybe 9 and 8.
9 and
Unless-
8 should do it.
Unless the Texans go
But you're
back.
praying for like the Texans to be shit again. That's a thing.
They just have to beat the Texans.
That's
They
it.
can never beat the Texans.
They don't have to worry about the Colts. They don't have to worry about Titans really.
I don't know. Indiana Jones back there.
Cam Ward just has another CJ Stroud rookie year. That'd be horrible. Jags last place.
You know what's so crazy? I feel like this team
That
would
would
be so
be
much better.
terrible.
This team would be so good if they had a Derrick Henry still. Like imagine, like
Because their defense is Titans' defense is good.
yeah, that was.
They
It's
just have
weird.
no
Their defense is
offense.
actually really
Got the best
good.
cornerback in the NFL in Roger McCreary. War Eagle.
It was so bizarre statistically. Their defense was like one of the best defenses in the NFL last year. I think in like yards per game, I think they were number 1.
Well, the Bears literally beat them without scoring an offensive touchdown, and they scored 2 defensive touchdowns.
What was it?
That's how bad their offense is. They had a block punt and a pick 6, or like a fumble, and 2 field goals and won the game. And they were
they were number 2 in the league in yards per allowed, and the only team that was better than them was the Eagles.
All right. Is this Ashton Genty?
It's a Raider pick. It's gotta be. If it's not Ashton Genty, it's gonna be like
Ted McMillan?
Shamar Stewart.
But it would be they don't have a wide receiver.
No, it would. That would be crazy.
The Raiders are the most unpredictable
Warren.
team in
I would
every single
think-
draft.
I would think it's an
Tight
offensive
end.
line.
If
If
they
they
go
Play
Pete
the
top,
Carroll-
22.
It's going to be
Pete Carroll loves his running back, so that's
gotta
why I
be
think
Genty.
it has to be.
they're going quick into these.
Genty wants Pete Carroll wants a toy.
Yep,
Yeah.
Pete Carroll
Yeah.
like Chris Garton.
Ashton
Chris
Genty.
Carson.
Well, Ryan Poles is just sitting on his ass.
It's such a Raider pick to go running back at 6.
I'm telling you, though, Ashton Genty is going to look very fast
Oh, 100%.
in that stadium. On the turf with the roof closed. In that white and black jersey
Oh God, not the aesthetic again.
on the Fox cameras. But I guess they're mostly playing on
aesthetics.
CBS cameras. But it's going to be fun watching Ashton Genty.
My eyes. Look how blue I am because they're fielding. Oh, they went away. There it is.
Dude, he is a monster. He is really good.
Hey, he's the best, in my opinion, best running back drafted since Saquon.
No love for Bijan?
I don't think he. No, I think he's better than Bijan. I think Ashton Genty is way better in college than Bijan. Not way better, but he was definitely better.
He's like a bowling ball. He just rolls off people.
Like, imagine us last year, like a year ago, saying like, "Oh yeah, Boise State, yeah, they're gonna make it into the first round of a second. No, was second round? They're gonna get a bye in the playoffs." It's crazy.
Yeah, well, new system, very flawed.
Pete Carroll does want to run the ball, except when he's on the 1 yard line on the Super Bowl.
That is also very true.
I still don't care. Like, I will always rip on him for that. You just don't do that to Marshawn Lynch and cost yourself a Super Bowl. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess this is now Marshawn Lynch 2.0. It's actually a perfect
Genty is it is actually a good fit to the Raiders though, because like now
him and Brock Bowers are going to be a lot of fun.
he
Marshawn
sucked
Lynch
this
is
year,
fun.
but last year when they had him going like Kaiser White, like he was just a truck, and he was not bad behind that offensive line. Now you get Ashton Genty, I don't want to talk about Kaiser White because I may have hyped him up in fantasy, and yeah, you did nothing. Got outshined
Zamir.
by Amir Abdullah.
Zamir
No,
White.
it wasn't Amir, but he got out.
No, Zomir White is his name.
Carroll wants to
What
run
was
it.
I saying?
Kazir. I think that's a different player.
Oh, that's a linebacker. That's a
Yeah.
linebacker that was on the Eagles. I'm sorry, Zamir White. Yeah, that's how much I forget about him.
All right, well, now that Genty's gone, Colin, what are we thinking?
I think trade back. I think you have to trade back.
Yeah, I mean Chicago was
'Cause
definitely.
I don't know unless like that Missouri tackle is still there, maybe. But like I really don't think we need. I mean, I guess we still need a tackle, but now I just hope in the second round we get like the Judkins, because I think Judkins is probably the second best running back. Because I think Ben Johnson's going to draft either Scatabo or Judkins now.
I feel like
Probably.
going to a draft party and like in the stadium must be like so weird, especially when you're like the first pick. Just like, and then it's over. Like you get one pick and it's over, unless you have multiple. But no one has multiple picks on the first, right?
No.
We're gonna see someone trade up.
I think
Maybe.
one of the early, like either the Browns or the Giants is going to trade up and draft a quarterback, especially if the Saints take one of them. which I think they will probably.
This has got to be Tyler Warren here, right?
I think
Or
it's
if-
got to be Membo.
If Tyler Warren falls to 10, I also do think the Bears take him. Because that's the other.
That would be crazy.
I think my mock. Did I have Hunter go 2? Yeah, I had Hunter go. I think my mock's perfect so far. Yeah, because I had Mason Graham technically a 5. Yeah, that's perfect.
It's funny how that worked out.
Wasn't I the? Oh yeah, you both had Genty to
All right, as
Jackson.
long as Shador Sanders doesn't get picked in the top 11, I cash.
What, like $12?
The Saints is your only worry.
I have no idea how much. It's a share of 500,000 between everyone that went 3 for 3. It's probably gonna be like $2.
But is it like obvious though?
Well, I thought this lineup was pretty obvious, but a lot of people took some weird props.
Oh wait, I gotta get in the habit of.
Another commercial.
I gotta get. Oh nope. Oh boy. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Yeah. I thought the Browns were gonna throw a wrench in everything.
Well, kind of did. I mean, the trade was definitely big news as far as the picks go, but the players still
It didn't change much.
Yeah, the players still ended up going in the same spots. I think the only time we're gonna have a shakeup like that is for somebody trading up for a quarterback, like we've been talking about.
I just don't see many it's just Shador, and you don't really have to trade up to get him. So I don't think anyone trades. I mean, you never know, but
You never know. At a certain
I feel
point,
like the Saints could trade down and still get him in the first.
yeah. I mean, they could also do what the Giants and the Browns are potentially planning on doing, like we're saying, and go with another premier player at 9, and then trade back in up in the first round and go and get Shador or Jackson Dart, whoever they want at the end of the first.
But would they let it go to the Steelers, or would they try and trade up ahead? Because I think the Steelers.
A lot about the Steelers too.
I mean, that's like the $1 million. I mean, that's what these guys get paid the big bucks for. Like you have to be able to analyze that. You do all this draft prep saying, even as the Jaguars, you're sitting there going, all right, the Steelers, they want a quarterback, they want this, they want that. And you got to analyze, if this guy's still here, are they going to take him? Are we okay with that? No. Okay. We need to make a trade and go up and go get our guy. It depends on how you feel about them. It depends on how other teams around the league feel about them. There's so much that goes into this. Got to give these guys a lot of credit when it works out, which is why I think people are glazing Howie left and right, because he fucking has nailed this for the past few seasons.
Yeah.
Will Campbell, is it CAMP and then Bell, or is it the other way around?
I think it's
Camp.
P. I think it's a P.
Camp Bell, yeah.
Oh wait, this is back on now.
I think it's PB.
Oh, you like PP?
Ain't unlike PB, hey.
I'm just so excited about Abdul Carter.
I think this is going to be that tackle from Missouri.
Oh, it has to be. Literally, what's his name?
I think so.
Just retired.
They missed out on Brock Bowers, dude. I don't know. They might be taking Tyler Warren.
I mean, they could, but I don't know. They got to build in the trenches.
Oh,
Yep.
I really wanted Membo down in the bio.
Bio. Membao and the bio.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
A little late in the.
I mean, it's a safe pick
the-
for them. They needed that.
Do the Panthers go wide?
All right, boys, I'm 7 for 7.
Yeah, I really thought that the Panthers were going to go with this guy. So now my draft changes. I know we've been talking about an edge rusher to pair up with our boy Derek Brown.
War
Eagle. I could see that happening. I could also see them sticking with tackle, helping out. 'Cause, dude, they were so bad because their offense couldn't stay on the field and do things. So I think they need to invest in the offensive line and give Bryce Young time to do things. Or maybe add a playmaker that can do things. But they need to be able to sustain drives.
Yeah, what they have Xavier Leggett and Adam Thielen. Is there 1-2? Tommy Tremble at tight end.
Yeah, there was somebody else that was going for them last year too. Oh, their running game was pretty good with Chubba Bubba.
Yeah, Chubba showed out, and they got they still have what's his name that was hurt all year.
Jonathan Brooks,
He
but
got hurt again too.
yeah, he was out for the first 6-8 weeks, whatever it was, and then he got hurt after coming back. So
I think he tore his ACL when he came back.
Wow,
I don't
is it
know
already?
but I think it was serious, and I think he has another big rehab.
I think he got hurt against the Eagles. I think it was.
It's tough. I could see them going Warren here.
God damn it!
Adding a playmaker in Warren or adding somebody on the offensive line like who's the next guy that people are kind of touting right now?
Booker. I know he's up there.
I mean, I know their O-line is trash, but Thielen probably.
He needs so many things. You think they go Tet? Like, I wouldn't think that they go Tet McMillan. Like, that could be another
No.
Leggett that they swing.
So I think then you have Leggett, and that's like your 1-2.
But he's not like Leggett didn't prove himself to be a 1.
He towards the end he kind of came on. He had that big drop against Philly.
Well, once Bryce Young started playing kind of good, I think he got a little bit better. Because they were like solid the last like 3-4 games ish.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason that they should be picking 8. They should be picking 1 overall. Like I can tell you right now, the Tennessee Titans have a better team than the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
I think I agree with that.
That's we you know what we should do? Like we should really go back and look at some of like the last final games of a regular season that influenced the draft picks that following
Yeah, like
season.
Drew Lock throwing for 5 touchdowns and getting the
you guys
Giants number 3.
Yeah, and you guys not getting Cam Ward. Alternatively, how the Jags got Trevor Lawrence was the Jets. The Jets threw up. I think were they on offense or defense? I can't even tell you. But there was a Hail Mary on the last play of a meaningless game 2 weeks before the end of the season, second last game of the season, and they won on the last play of the game when they really didn't need to, and that gave the Jags Trevor Lawrence, and they went with Zach Wilson.
Well, how the Bears got Caleb, or the original number 1 pick was Lovie Smith didn't want to lose and took the Texans down, won that one. Then the Bears traded back, basically turned the franchise around-ish in the process.
But yeah, he is right though. Bryce Young, like towards the end of the year, like I remember that game again. I know it was like the last game of the year. It didn't really matter, but that game against like Atlanta, like that game was a barn burner, and he played amazing in that game.
The Falcons needed to win.
He showed
promise. Oh no, that's right, they did. I forgot they had playoff implications.
Yeah,
and the
so
Panthers
there was
just there to play.
I mean, were the Eagles starters playing when they played them? Because that was one of the last 3 games.
Yeah, they did. That game still mattered.
They should have won that too, but got lucky.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. The Patriots lost
Yeah.
the number 1 pick because Joe Milton turned into just like Lamar Jackson.
The Pats lost the number 1 pick this year because Joe Milton and Mayo wanted.
Joe Milton went crazy. He was like perfect. He went like 22 of 28, 3 touchdowns. I want to pull up that stat line. He was great.
No, you're absolutely right. The Raiders too. Like I feel like all year we were talking about the Giants and the Raiders being number 1 and number 2 for like the worst 2 teams, top of the draft. And by the end of it, Giants pick 3, Raiders pick 6. Pat's a terrible team all year, but like actually showed a little bit of life and promise with Drake May. They're at 4. The Jags with the disastrous season we had, we're at 5. We're definitely better than the 5th worst team in the league. I think.
Maybe. I don't know. They were pretty bad.
It's crazy how the order shakes up just because people win some meaningless games at the end of the year. And it's nothing like the NBA where people are just tanking as best they can.
I feel like it's pretty hard to tank at the end of the year, especially if you're playing like playoff teams that are benching their whole roster.
And a lot of the guys playing that are like backups for you want to prove themselves.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember too. There's a lot of people that like have incentive-based contracts too, and they need to play to make extra, $1 million or whatever.
Yeah, but if I'm just gonna say this right now. If I'm an owner, and I think there's rules against this, so don't quote me on it. Wow.
I haven't seen it yet.
God damn, how you so ahead?
Wow, look at that. We kind of called that. How about that?
I don't even know what it is.
Bryce Young MVP season. Why does he have handshakes with all the Alabama guys? That's so confusing.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, we were saying, that they need. I was saying they need an offensive player. I thought they were going to go O-line, but getting a playmaker helps.
I mean, I think he's going to be pretty good, to be honest. Like,
I do not like him at all. He just screams bust to me. I hate it. I just don't think he was that great in college. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
like at the beginning of the season and last year, he was very good. But then their Arizona's quarterback, kind of fell off the map, and then he fell off the map.
I think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy that the Jags have Travis Hunter and not Tet, but oh damn! I mean, this kid can make plays. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Like, he has a frame and he's fast. Like, now did the Saints go quarterback?
Oh, wait.
Look, we're seeing offensive skill players fly off of this board.
There's 2.
These hats are sick.
Oh, well, 3 actually. No, 3, yeah.
Hunter, Tet, Genty.
That's it.
Cam Ward.
I mean, there's Cam Ward. That's a quarterback, but we've seen one offensive tackle go.
One offensive tackle and 2 defensive linemen.
John Gruden thinks the Browns fleeced the Jaguars.
I mean, to get the second.
What John Gruden thinks. I'm so concerned with John Gruden's opinions.
I mean, they got the second best player in the draft, and on top of that, they got a first and a second. Like, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like Abdul Carter, obviously, like really good, but like going from Abdul Carter to Mason Graham, I don't think is that massive of a drop off.
Well, but also like Abdul Carter doesn't really fit us with what we want. I mean, I can understand Brian wants that rotation. That's not what we do. We've got awesome guys on the end already with Josh Hines, Allen, and Trayvon Walker. So I wasn't really looking for Abdul Carter. We do need a wide receiver. We do need a cornerback. I think Travis Hunter was far and away who we were going to take or who we wanted, and I'm glad we were able to get him. John Gruden can suck a fuck, dude.
So why does he think? Sorry, I had to open a window. It's hot in here, but why does he think?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, a first round next year is scary, I guess you could say, just because you don't know, the position we're gonna be in. If we do have another terrible year somehow, some way, people get injured, we have another top 5, top 10 pick. It's gonna look a lot worse in a year from now. But if we're where we should be, and now Trevor Lawrence has all of these weapons on the offense, I'm not worried about it at all. That's going to be a 22, 28 overall pick.
So you're thinking AFC Championship?
Besides Travis Hunter and
That's not what I said.
The other LSU wide receiver, what are the weapons?
The duo at running back, ETN and Tank Bigsby. We have a revamped offensive line, brought in some guys from all around the league, honestly. The Ravens. That was my favorite guy, so I remember him. But we brought guys in from a couple different guys for the offensive line. And then, we have Brenton Strange, who's evolving into a good tight end. I know Brian hates him because of his name for some reason.
I hate Brenton Strange.
But Brenton Strange was able to amass 11 catches in a single game last year, so clearly he's worth something. And yeah, I'm excited for this, man. Trevor Lawrence getting healthy off the shoulder surgery. I don't want to be too overly optimistic and unrealistic, but yeah, man, I got a lot of faith. I'm excited. Saints picking in.
All right, I think I'm good as long as this isn't Shador Sanders to cash my little prize picks thing. All right, Colin, who are you hoping they don't draft here?
Tyler Warren is. If they don't trade back, I guarantee you especially if. I don't know. Saints probably go O-line or quarterback. If Saints take O-line, the Bears are probably either. Maybe like the Georgia defensive end, I'd be okay with that. But if they take like Hampton, like the running back out of North Carolina, I'm just gonna leave. Because you could trade back to like 17.
I'm
18.
just gonna get off.
I'm gonna contain my reaction.
Yeah, you're ahead of us.
Because especially if they wanted a running back that bad, I don't understand why you wouldn't trade up.
Actually, you guys are like ahead of me. I don't even.
Yeah, I just paused. I just saw the selection. I'm gonna wait for the stream to catch up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Train.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right,
That's great. No, they didn't get Membao in the buyout, but they got themselves an offensive tackle.
Such a shame.
Saints fans got to be pretty happy right now.
Yeah, just who's he gonna protect? Derek Carr's not your long-term answer.
No,
They could still trade up.
They will be drafting a quarterback sooner rather than later. It might not be tonight. It might be early tomorrow, but they will be drafting a quarterback sooner rather than later.
Yeah, so I think now it's safe
The
for
Bears are not trading back.
Shador Sanders, really.
Ooh.
Last chance to get picked?
The Bears
In the
pick
first
Shador.
round.
The Bears
pick Shador's.
You think they're going Tyler Warren? I bet they go.
I think
weapon.
the Georgia edge or Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren would be very fun.
On the cornerback here. Will Johnson.
Our secondaries. It's stacked. We don't really need that, I think.
Oh my, dude, this better not be if it's Amar in Hampton. Who's the quarterback in New Orleans right now? Yep, it's still Carr, who's not ready to go. So I guess it would be Rattler, would be their starting QB as of right now.
We figure they are going to draft one.
There's going to be some late round.
They will be drafting a quarterback within the first 40 overall picks.
I think they trade up towards the end of the first and get Shador.
They could also be a team that takes that Louisville kid. I could see that.
Yeah.
Chuck, however you say it.
Yeah, I think it's Chuck.
Oh, Chuck? Wait.
He's got the same last name as me with the CH. That's the K.
Tyler to Chuck.
Speaking of which, your Panthers are beating my Lightning again. For those that have been following along, Jack has the Panthers to win the Cup. I took the Lightning out of spite. Not looking too good. Also, go ahead and read Colin's Caps first round preview. That's looking pretty spot on so far on our website.
Who are these women? I recognize the one on the right. Colleen Wolfe.
They're both like Monday night people.
Yeah, they're both reporters, right?
That's not Ponder.
Why do they have to do the Bears pick? Just make the fucking pick. Jesus.
You don't want these women representing the city?
Right,
representing the Shy?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So are they announcing the pick or
Schedule really? You've
Comedy
got.
routine.
Why are they talking about this? Just fucking
Oh,
wait.
just shut up!
Like, why can't this wait till after the first round? Why? Why right now?
They gotta
Make me a
milk the rating.
sandwich.
God.
The crazy part about this is like 4 times as many people are watching this nonsense than an NBA playoff game in the fourth quarter.
We need to make an NFL draft drinking game.
Yeah.
Drink every time they promote something. Drink every time you hear Travis Hunter and Shohei Ohtani comparisons.
That's another reason. Why don't they do this on Friday?
Well, they got round 2 on
I
Friday.
guess they wanted to go till.
Yeah,
does it go till
because-
Sunday.
Well, it's because this is only one round. It's a little less involved versus tomorrow. Like, is going to be rounds 2, 3, and 4, and then the next
No,
round.
I think it's 2 and 3, and then
Why are they
Saturday's
sitting
4th
here
and 5th.
announcing the day that the
4 through 7.
But why not just go Friday round 1, Saturday 2 and 3? I guess they want the 2
they don't have
weekday
enough
prime
time
time.
for 4,
We don't
5,
work.
6,
Hey,
7.
man, we honor the Sabbath. We don't work on Sundays. That's for
All the
playing.
cheeseheads just doing is so.
It's only for the
infuriating.
games, not for the thinking.
Caleb Williams undefeated at Lambeau, by the way, and they're booing. Shame on them.
Wow, really?
Shame on them.
Got a 1-0 record out there.
Better than the last 5 quarterbacks.
All right, my Wendy's is on the way.
Dump them, ladies.
Dump them. Get them off. It's like when the Eagles were had the parade and they were booing the mayor and telling the mayor to get off the stage because she was just rambling about nothing.
Well, she also misspelled Eagles.
Yeah, that doesn't really help.
Colin's definitely ahead of us.
You know how many
man.
drunk Eagles fans can still spell Eagles? Come on.
All right, here we go, Colin.
Oh,
Wait.
Marion Hampton. Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh,
Who is
I'm an
it,
asshole.
Roger?
I'm an asshole.
Roger.
Tyler Warren.
What can he possibly be saying?
Jalen Walker. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be, Roger?
He's talking about someone that passed away in the
I think it's
community.
Walter
Uh-oh.
So it made me
But
feel like
then-
an asshole immediately.
That was like a Bears legend that had
Yeah.
like ALS.
Yep, and there.
That's why I also wanted to take Genty.
What
'cause it's
you know?
been 50
Okay,
years.
just gonna say this: the girls that were talking about nothing could have just done this instead of talking about what day the schedule is gonna release.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It seems like this should have been split up into 2 separate
yeah,
guys.
things.
They didn't need to announce
Schedule
the day the
release
schedule
could have been
released.
done with San Francisco.
It could have been like schedule release comes out May 14th. Whoa.
What the,
Wow.
Did they say the pick or?
what
I hate
the
that part.
fuck is he thinking?
How is this taking this long?
What
Oh.
my God.
What the trade back? You
Oh.
dumb-
Over Warren?
Wow.
That's. Oh, okay.
That's somewhat insane. But
I just.
Oh,
I mean,
I feel like
Colin.
Here's move.
I mean, you can
Oh,
trade.
no,
you
Colin.
can trade back though. I don't understand.
Oh,
Like
I'm
when
so
was
sorry.
he? When was he projected to go?
I mean, he was projected to
No,
go, but not
Top 15,
10.
top 20. He was
But
projected
after
to be
Tyler
first round.
Warren.
I
After
feel like I
Tyler-
saw a lot of I saw Chargers was like really big on him because they don't really have like a.
Tyler Eifert as a top 10 pick.
Oh my God.
Get the comp
I
with
mean,
Tyler Eifert.
Would this be okay? Would this be worse than them going Amari and Hampton?
No,
No.
because I think The only reason why I think they didn't go Tyler Warren is because Cole Kmet is somewhat of a similar body, and this guy's like 6'5". That's the only reason I can imagine.
Yeah.
No, I could understand that as well. I mean, you can see this guy. His comp is not Tyler Eifert. This guy moves way better than Tyler Eifert at 6'5". He can go up and make big catches.
Well, that is definitely.
But I'm just so
My,
confused because if what are the Chargers like 20 ish?
Chargers are. I think they're 20. Yeah.
My soon-to-be brother-in-law
22.
is a Bears fan, and he just texted me, just very simply, "I'm gonna kill myself."
Yeah, probably same.
Yeah, I mean that's that
But you know what?
Michigan guy, I guess.
It doesn't
You
make
know-
any sense at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't know. It's an interesting one.
Like, why? I just Ryan Poles all day is like, oh, we're gonna trade up to 5. We're gonna be aggressive, and then you do this bullshit.
I was seeing people saying they could trade up with the Browns at 2 and go Carter. I saw
Yes.
some of those.
Well, because he does the same shit every year, and then he's gonna trade back probably in the second round, and he's gonna be like,
All right.
we need to gather more picks.
I hope this pick is not Will Johnson
Pretty
because
villain.
I think he's extremely good and I think he's being undervalued in this draft.
Yeah, who do the 49ers go with here?
They need
Offensive lineman, defensive lineman. No, you don't take an offensive lineman that's not a left tackle at 11. I don't think. Maybe defensive lineman. They got decent. Didn't they lock up Charvarius Ward for like a long-term contract at corner?
Yeah, but I think he's had injuries though.
Yeah,
I mean, I think their whole team has had injuries.
yeah, that's definitely a fact.
Oh my god.
I'm refilling.
God, the Bears comment
Not sound
section is
great.
absolutely hilarious. I'm thinking, if you think about it, we could have got at least a second this year. At least.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't.
Probably some, depending how far a team would move up. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I guess he's being aggressive, getting their guy, but like,
I just feel like there's so many other guys they could have picked there that would have just been better. It's so bizarre. Like you could have got linebacker.
but how old is? Because I was actually seeing this today.
What that Tyler Warren's like kind of older.
Yeah.
He
What's this-
is.
What's this guy's name? Loveland, Michigan. This guy's 21.
I had a whole like
Warren.
Google Doc, but I can't really.
I mean, he's only a year older. That's really like, that's kind of bullshit. But
Yeah, but tight ends always have a long shell life too. That's another thing.
yeah.
They have a very long shell life.
I don't
but-
really see any way to make me feel better about myself at this moment.
Just Jalen Walker, Mike Williams, Walter Nolan. I really thought you guys were just gonna go edge or like some interior line or something like that. I mean,
we need edge more than tight end.
Colin, I apologize in advance, but your reaction to that pick is going live on socials very soon.
That's fine.
that was fast.
Yeah, I just pulled it from the live stream.
Well, it's like
You pulled it that
the
fast.
edge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a strange pick.
Like, we don't even like desperately need a tight end, but we really need an edge or a second edge.
Yeah, it's.
It doesn't really make any sense.
I don't really. There we go. Yeah, I mean. Oh wait, this is back. There we go.
What
Oh,
happened?
well, you weren't here. I just like got you out of frame for a second. Why am I blurry? God damn it! Yeah.
Well, here's what I would say about that is, Ben Johnson's had his Sam Laporta for 2 seasons now. I could understand him wanting another premier tight end. I mean, Cole Kmet's good, but we also want to give Caleb Williams some options out there.
I mean, he could be a good player. It's just crazy above Tyler Warren.
It's also just like I'm more mad that they wouldn't trade back to if there was anybody to trade back to,
right? You don't know if
it's 20. But I guess that pick probably indicates that nobody wanted to trade up.
Yeah.
Which is, I guarantee, he was probably trying to.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just don't think there's many teams that are looking to trade up. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's why I thought trades were gonna be so hard in the middle of the draft. Just no one trying to move up. Just don't be fucking Will Johnson.
I think they're secondary.
All right, they're chanting USA, and then there's crowd with boos. Let's relax.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Now that the Jags have made their first round selection and are not picking again, I really want to watch this Knicks game. But I guess I'll have to catch the highlights tomorrow.
Go like Mike Hill.
You don't have 2 screens? Just put the Knicks game on your TV and follow the ticker on the bottom.
I was gonna say I got the TV here. I'm with you guys on the laptop. I'm following along.
That is a good pick from
the
Sam
Knicks game
Fran.
on my phone.
Wow.
I'm just glad they didn't go Yeah, I mean, I couldn't see them going linebacker. Oh, I hate it. Dallas might get Jalen Walker here. Fuck.
I'm gonna call my Dallas insider real quick, see if he picks up.
They draft Watch it go Tyler Warren. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That seems like a Jerry move.
Yeah, I know.
No,
We're gonna
do
take
they
Tyler
don't
Warren.
even- do
We're
they
gonna throw
even-
him wide.
They even, I guess they have the
They
guy that
Ferguson.
just got engaged to Haley Cavender. Good for him. But
Carson Beck?
Did you just
Should-
miss the? Did you just miss the couch?
no, that's the other twin, I think. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
My doggo. He missed the couch.
What if they just draft Shador and trade Dak Prescott? Dion's probably on the phone with Jerry as we speak.
Nah. I mean, if they're smart, they just go Jalen Walker. 12, really good spot for him. Jalen Walker makes the most sense. There's not many. The problem with this now is there's not many offensive linemen to really go out and get. The next
they
best
need
one
a
is
guard.
Josh Simmons, and that's about it.
They need a guard though.
Yeah, they could. I mean, it's a little early for Gray
Booker.
Zable, who's or Booker. Yeah, it's just those two.
I can't because they have 2 old. Is Zach Martin still on the team?
No, he retired.
He retired. So I guess they kind of need a guard.
Yeah, they need guard. They need edge because they lost a few of their edge guys.
My roommate's a Cowboys fan.
I could see them say fuck it and go Mike
do you
Green
want?
here, maybe.
You want Golden? Texas?
Oh,
Yeah,
the Texas
he
wide
wants a
receiver?
running back with CD.
Yeah. I don't know though. I think they'd go offensive line. The selection.
I don't know.
Ottawa ties it up.
I think it's got to be Tyler Warren. Seems
I would
like
love
such
for it
a
to be
Jerry
Tyler
pick.
Warren.
Is there a video of Tyler Warren getting
Tyler Booker.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, he went with
it's-
the Tyler.
It's Tyler Booker.
Wow.
That's
They
kind of
take a
wild.
guard.
Did he pick the wrong Tyler?
Is there like a bomb video of Tyler Warren on
Brian, they've
Twitter
already
right now
done
that
it.
I'm
Brian,
not
they've already
aware
done
of?
that once. They took the wrong Nolan. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying like maybe they took the wrong Tyler.
Is there a video of Tyler Warren on Twitter right now that I need to be aware of? Because
Is there a gas mask video?
he's oddly following. I mean, Miami. It's who's next? Miami.
I mean, I felt like this is where he should have gone. I think Miami would be.
Dude,
I
if
mean, I feel like
Tyler
they had,
Warren falls to Indiana, that's a perfect spot for Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
That would piss me off. That would piss me off.
I guess Indianapolis, not
because they now to go back, Colin. Now I'm remembering it a little bit clearer. But I saw a lot of projections where Colson Loveland was going to go to the Colts.
goodbye.
Yeah.
As the second tight end off the board. And that's at pick 14. So the difference between 14 and 10,
Oh, I don't have light up.
it's like they must be pretty close. But
Yeah.
man,
Wow.
oh, that would piss me off. Oh,
Capri
looking like it's
just
gonna happen.
angled the
yeah, Brian.
Well, they're at 14. The Colts. I mean, who would I don't even know. I have no idea what Miami's doing. But,
I think Miami needs defensive help.
yeah. Well, doesn't Tyreek Hill want to trade? Or is that?
Oh! God damn it! Oh! Fuck! Oh, I just went out. I went around to get because I left my fucking DoorDash in the front door and the fucking sprinklers just went off. The fuck!
Oh my god! I've never heard you make that sound in my life.
Bro, the fucking all of a sudden I heard.
Like,
You having a fucking orgasm, dude? Oh my lord!
Oh my god! I just got soaked. It was ridiculous.
That was unreal.
Look, I can't say I'm that surprised that the Cowboys go with a guard there. I think anytime you take a guard at 12, it's not really maximizing a 12 overall pick, but this guy must be that good. And I can get it because it's the Cowboys. They've always shored up that O-line. It's been their focal point for at least the past decade or two. I understand.
He was very good at Alabama. Very good. And he's a pretty good leader, too.
I mean, it was a pick, like, it was just a needs pick. They just sitting there and, like, all the offensive linemen are getting taken. So,
see,
like,
I guarantee, like, because I feel like he's mid-20s probably projected.
we drafted 3 linemen with the first name Tyler. It's like an Eagles obsession with Jalen. They're like, you know what? We have to mimic it.
Well,
right.
that's the first time I've done that in a while. Accidentally posted.
On your own
clip.
account.
Yep.
Nice. I like how I knew it before you even said it. Man, nothing is better than getting the fucking... Uh-oh, my dog is underneath my desk because he wants my food. Come here.
All right, so now the question is, do we see Shedeur Sanders get drafted?
I still
I
think
think-
the Saints trade up and get him.
I think Steelers take a quarterback.
Or Steelers, yeah. It has to be one of the two.
But then I think if the Steelers take quarterback, either this – because I think the Saints are going to think Giants, Browns in front of us in the second round.
No, come here. P. I'll be.
I would love to see the Giants trade
Oh,
up.
puppy.
I'm all in on Jackson Dart now. They made the right pick with Abdul Carter. Let's get a quarterback.
There's
See
my
what
food.
happens.
You can't have my food.
I trust this front office again. It took one pick, but I trust them.
Back in on Joe Schmo.
Back in on Joe Schmo. That's my guy.
Hey. You happy? I'm home. I'm in my room all day. He's just watching the draft. Oh shit. Wait. He's just looking, staring at my screen. Oh.
Commercial right now, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get in the habit.
Time before the Dolphins man walks out here.
I feel like they always put the ticker on, even when the. All right, you want to get down? Okay. All right.
Yeah, it is weird they don't have the
Go this way.
ticker for commercial.
What are you doing?
Just move.
No.
All right, so Dolphins.
Tyler Warren, but fuck it.
Tyler Warren. They have Jonnu.
Is he still even on the team? I feel like he was a free agent and went somewhere else. Oh no, he just resigned, didn't he?
I think they did re-sign him.
That's what I thought. I mean, they need a lineman so bad. But like, again, we're sitting here. I mean, Josh Simmons, maybe.
They kind of no, they have.
Josh Simmons.
I mean, they could go O-line, but are there really any left that are worth the pick right here?
I really just nobody wants to trade up. It seems like these last three.
It's just like not really like anywhere like anyone can trade up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Offensive linemen are going quickly. There's clearly a need for those across the league. Give your quarterback some time to do things, open up some holes. But you're getting to that point where at 13, do you really take the third or fourth or fifth best offensive lineman, or do you take the first, second, third, fourth best player available? I still think the Dolphins, they have a solid team all across the board, especially if Tyreek stays. I would think they go O-line and actually give their offense some time to operate, protect Tua. I mean, that's clearly been a huge issue for them.
Yeah, it's so weird. I feel like this draft, I was saying this earlier, that there's not a lot of really, really solid guys in the first round, and like there's a lot of value in the second, the third, fourth rounds this year. Like the mid rounds this year, a lot of value. You did right, puppy?
It's a deep draft this year. Seems like teams could have a lot of guys. Yeah, no, I'm with that.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. I want to eat. Go down. Go down. Okay. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Dolphins pick. Wow. Grant. A lot of Michigan. How many Michigan people have been drafted?
God, you guys are so ahead.
What's that? Copeland? Mason Graham?
Just
oh, yeah, I guess Will Johnson hasn't gone yet.
Looks like it's
makes sense.
Tyler Warren to the Colts.
Sorry, Jack.
It's a little early.
Indiana Jones and Tyler Warren about to take the league by storm.
Yeah. Indiana Jones.
Yeah, this is going to be Tyler Warren to the Colts. 15 Atlanta. They're going to get the guy out of Georgia. They're going to take, what's his name? Jalen Walker. And then the Arizona Cardinals are going to take that corner out of Michigan. And then you're going to get your fourth Michigan player off the board. What's his name? Will Johnson?
Yeah, Will Johnson.
Those are the next.
Atlanta could go corner too.
Yeah, I could definitely see Atlanta drafting him.
I could see that as well, but
Atlanta needs edge.
But I mean, they have like a decent enough secondary. They have who was AJ Terrell there. They invested in, I think, Jesse Bates from the Bengals last year.
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was only one. I thought that was only a 1-year deal. That might have been Justin Simmons.
I thought he
Oh,
had a multi-year
that's
deal.
who they got. That's who they got in the
Yeah, it was Justin Simmons.
Simmons. That was the big acquisition.
Yeah, Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
He signed a 4-year deal. He's under contract for this year, next year.
Okay, so I think they have a sure enough secondary. Atlanta has just been missing a pass rush for so long. They tried to bring in Calais Campbell to be like a pass rusher at, I don't even know, 30-something years old. He was fine stopping the run, being an exterior defensive lineman, but he wasn't getting at the quarterback, and that's what they need. They need, the next dirty bird to go after, sack the quarterback.
Well, they don't even have Grady Jarrett anymore either.
And he's been the cornerstone of their defense for so long.
Yeah.
Where's he now?
He's on the Bears.
Of course. How old is he?
I think he's like 32, 33. I'm not
Yeah, low 30s.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Another overtime game.
Oh, baby.
If it's not Tyler Warren, there's something wrong.
There it is.
I mean, it could be Jalen Walker.
I guess I'm ahead again.
It's Tyler Warren and then Jalen Walker. Yep, here it is. Tyler Warren. There you go.
You know who Tyler Warren kind of reminds me of just by looks? Remember Kobe Fleener? When they drafted Kobe Fleener to pair up with Andrew Luck?
Yeah.
Maybe this is the justice for Kobe Fleener, and we actually see them get a good tight end.
They've been trying to get their next Dallas Clark for a very long time. They may have just found him. They've had a lot of failed experiments at the tight end position over the past few years, but no, this one will work out for them. I'm a little worried about him just because he's a great blocker as well, and just with AR behind center, if he can actually take the next step. I mean, this again, like the Colts are completely tied to Anthony Richardson. If he can take the next step and actually hit his ceiling, the Colts could be a playoff team this year. But we've just seen no progression from his passing game that indicates that they're going to be any better than where they were last year.
And he just tends to quit on plays.
Yeah.
Maybe him and Daniel Jones push each other to greatness.
So it's a elite QB
Don't make
room
me
in
choke, Ryan.
Indianapolis.
Jesus Christ.
Why are there Commanders? What is that?
He's probably from like Maryland or something.
Little League World Series, Tyler Warren.
God,
Where'd
that's
he go?
that's such a random pull.
Where's he
Where
from?
is he? Where's he from? He's got to be from like Maryland. That's why.
No, he's from Virginia.
The Colts being a
DMV,
playoff
same
team
shit.
doesn't say too much in that division. Yeah, you're not wrong at all. He's from Virginia? Well, that makes sense. Virginia and DMV.
Yeah.
Colts just haven't screamed playoff team since they got Andrew Luck retired.
The
I don't know
Falcons here. This seems like a perfect spot for Will Johnson.
I think Jalen Walker. Atlanta, Georgia guy. Kind of need a linebacker.
I gave my sentiments.
Well, I think Will Johnson to the Bengals, if he somehow the Cardinals pass on him, that would be perfect for them.
Could be Derek Harmon
Yeah, no.
or Walter Nolan. I know the draft was like loving Walter Nolan, so
Bengals will definitely go defense. I expect the Cardinals to go defense as well.
I saw a lot of people going the Alabama linebacker, I forget his name, to Arizona.
Jihad. Don't call me Jihad.
Oh, Jihad Campbell? Yeah.
You got enough, right?
That would be a good pick as well. Actually, I didn't think about that. That would be a good pick for them. Or Cincinnati. It's funny enough. I expect those two guys to go with the 16 and 17, and I can't tell you who's going to go to each one.
Whichever one goes first, the next one will fall.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand why they milk this so much, but almost 3 hours to get through half the round is insane.
I mean, no,
I guess it's been
it's
2.
only an hour and a half. You're
Yeah.
adding way too
Been
much
2.
time on that.
Yeah, I did my math
We've been
wrong.
live for an hour and 45 minutes.
Did my math wrong. I'm too used to baseball starting at 7.
Hour 45, and you guys probably started early. How much longer did you start before I hopped in?
Not too long. We were
Like,
live like right
5.
before they were officially on the clock, the Titans.
Yeah, okay. So we streamed like an hour and 40 minutes, and we're pick 15, nearly halfway.
Oh, it looks like the Knicks are going to take care of business.
Now you say that they're gonna blow a 7-point lead.
Carl Anthony Towns heard us talking about him on the last show and decided to have a big game.
Well, there's 2 minutes left.
You literally said that, and then he committed an offensive foul.
5 points, 2 minutes. That's not.
Yeah, it was 7. It was 7 2 seconds ago. Now it's 5, and they have the ball.
Yeah, I might have jinxed him.
Live bet
Alright,
Pistons.
yep. 108. Now they just scored again. Now it's a 3-point game.
That's actually crazy.
12 to 4. 12 to 4 run right now.
You're welcome, Pistons.
You can't
fan.
make that up.
Yeah, Brian, I kind of hate you right now.
You can't make that up.
Might have to live bet the Pistons.
Yo, get Deuce lined up for a 3 and end this shit. Come on.
TJ, I don't want Sanders anywhere near this football team. It seems like Dabo likes Dart, and Dabo made Daniel Jones look like a good quarterback and get a bag. So if he likes Dart, sure. If you don't have to give up much for him. Now, if you have to give up Kayvon Thibodeau to get Jackson Dart, that's a different conversation.
Okay, but there's a very realistic chance that you guys can get one of let me just say one of these two guys with the what do you have 33rd overall pick
34, 32nd pick in the second round.
33, 34. No,
Yeah, right.
35.
Second pick, yeah, 34th overall pick. I think you can get one of these two guys. If you don't give up anything, it's your second round pick. I know you really want that guy Gray something. If if it's between
lineman
him,
from North Dakota State,
you want him over a quarterback, over one of these two.
The way this draft's going, he's not going to
If
be on.
Shadur is there, a guy who's been touted as a top 10 pick for like 2 years almost, falls all the way to 34. You don't want him there, Brian?
But then the Giants have one bad season, and then before you know it, Deion Sanders is your head coach.
yeah,
TJ did make a great point now because of that trade. They got Browns have 33 and 36.
I think
so the Browns are going to take.
I think the Browns might move up.
Wait,
Maybe.
Shador's going to get picked by either the Steelers or the Browns.
Because the
'Cause
Browns traded back.
I think the Saints are going to try or they're just going to wait and pick
Got your
Jalen
second.
Milroe.
What if the Falcons pick Shador Sanders?
Dude, I will drop my entire.
they
dynasty
won't.
team.
They just took Penix in a stupid move that they got
That's
flamed
what
for.
I'm saying. Like,
There's no shot to do that again. Everyone will be fired. Arthur Blank will light the city on fire.
3 quarterbacks.
Not this whole dynasty team will get dropped if they do that. I swear to God, because my whole team is like relying on Penix.
Yeah, but TJ,
On
to answer
Penix
your question, I'd rather have Dart. If Dable likes Dart better, then Dart would be more successful as a Giant. I don't love either of them, but I'd rather have Dart.
Would I see the Browns going Dart at 33? I could.
See, I think Stefanski likes Sanders better.
Yeah, see, that's a whole nother story.
I'm gonna say,
Jalen Walker.
is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Look
it
at
makes too
you.
much sense. Georgia guy, they need a linebacker.
We'll go 3-3.
That's a great pick for a minute.
Although I'm really not, I would not be surprised if Collins' pick was right here. I did see Jahad Campbell going to the Cardinals in a lot of mock drafts.
I will say this so far, and I might be jinxing this. A lot of edges still on the board. A lot of edges still on the board.
Yeah, let's not have one fall to Eagles, please. Well, Washington would take an edge.
Yeah, Washington's going to go defense.
I don't know who else would.
Maybe. Well, I guess I have Brian Robinson.
They could go
They
corner.
could draft back.
Their secondary sucks, but they can't tackle for shit either. They just need all defense, honestly.
Who's that?
Commanders.
Washington. That's crazy. I just said that. I don't know who it was, but he said that he had a higher rating on Jalen Walker than Abdul Carter.
Don't love that.
No, but like I don't think that at all.
Yeah, I think that might just be craziness. Yeah, no. What does Cincinnati do?
Defense.
They can go
Corner or
edge.
linebacker.
Even though I just
Brian, you picked them to win the Super Bowl last year. You touted all damn year that they were going to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow was going to win MVP, throw 50 touchdowns. And what happened?
Joe Burrow looked
He
awesome.
looked awesome. Their offense looked awesome. They won like 6-8 games. Why? Their defense let up like 40 points a game, Brian. So what do you think they're going to do in this draft?
Defense.
That wasn't rhetorical.
It was more specifically what defense. I know they want defense.
I mean,
Corner
everything.
they're
Brian,
sitting.
you called their corner the worst corner in the league. They got what's his name, Trey Hendrickson, always asking for a trade or more money or whatever the frick it is. So they could use an edge rusher, as Will's saying. There's still a lot of them on the board. They could use an edge rusher. They could use a corner. They could use everything on that defense.
Fair point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get so animated, but like you're the Bengals guy here. Like I know your favorite team's the Giants, but you're the biggest Bengals supporter in
What
the
do you mean?
past.
He's a Washington guy.
Yeah, oh, I forgot. He's a Washington fan too.
He's a Giants fan. He's a
I like
Washington
football.
fan. He's a Bengals
How many?
fan.
Yeah, I respect that answer. That's a great answer.
I need the Roplo NFL hat. Yeah. TJ, I want a quarterback. I don't want to see Russell Wilson play football for the New York Giants.
Oh God. Oh shit.
Such a disaster. They got Jameis Winston, and then they just decided to get Russell Wilson too.
Mandatory mass on Sundays for them.
Miles,
Giants
take
Nation.
What did Miles say? Man loves trash teams. One of them's got to hit.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong at all. He took a wild swing on a divisional rival, Redskins, Commanders team, whatever you want to call them these days, and they hit. you're right. The Giants didn't hit, but they did.
Imagine the day I get a Bengals Super Bowl and it's Giants Commanders in the NFC Championship. Jaden Daniels taking on Arch Manning or Jackson Dart, maybe.
The year
Or
Brian,
Jackson.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh my God.
The next time the Commanders, Bengals, and Giants are 3 of the last 4 teams left in this league, I'm just gonna send you $100. I'm just gonna send you. It could never happen in our lifetime. It could happen this next year. It won't happen this next year. The Giants aren't making that, but you know what I mean. Whenever it happens,
There's a chance the Giants get good in the next 5 years. And then
anytime that happens.
All right. I respect that.
50 years down the line, just random thing comes through.
Throw me $100, you mother.
It's probably how long it'll take. I mean,
I drafted another receiver.
Burrow and Jaden could both get there again.
Yeah, but the Giants can't.
The Giants, my main team, is the one that's going to screw me.
You need all 3 of those teams working in. Ooh. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
You know, it's funny. I said Walter Nolan. I could see it.
You did call that. You did call that, Will. Yeah, no, I'm upset that I didn't go 3 for 3 on that prediction right there. But yeah, I mean, Cardinals and the Bengals, these 2 teams, they need everything defense they can possibly get. Cardinals clearly had Walter Nolan at the top of their board, and look, I can't argue with that pick. They need what they can get. They could not stop the run last year. They couldn't stop anything. So go crazy.
The Leafs win in OT.
First Ole Miss first-round pick since Evan Ingram.
Really?
Yeah, 2017.
Crazy. I felt like they would have had a tackle.
DK must have been 3rd or 2nd round.
Wait, I was going to say DK Metcalf, Treylon Burks, and A.J. Brown.
No, Treylon Burke was Arkansas.
Yeah, A.J. Brown, I think, was 2nd.
A.J. Brown was
And A.J. Brown was the 2nd. Because I remember, New England was 28, and they passed on him.
And took
they haven't really had.
Harry.
Well, next one, Brian.
Didn't jinx him.
Treylon
You
Burks,
nearly did.
small receiver.
The fact that I was sitting there talking about it was a 7-point game.
So the reason you're thinking Treylon Burks is he got traded for A.J. Brown, probably.
No, right. No. Yeah, I definitely got that all confused there.
Yeah, he went to Arkansas, 100%.
This kid better wear a face mask like Darnell Dockett. Get that going. Remember Darnell Dockett? Nasty D tackle on the Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what it took me a second to process what you just said. Oh shit.
That's how I'll start liking this guy.
I'm gonna fucking break this camera. God damn it. Oh god. No. Focus.
I'm probably gonna have to move spots soon so I can let Rose go to bed. Got the studio set up in the bedroom.
Wait,
just a fair warning. Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I'm liking this draft.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of edge rushers left, and that's what you want.
Now I'm starting to sit there and I'm like, could potentially be a trade up. Never know.
There has to be some actions. I feel like
I feel like Bengals are going to go corner here. I think Will Johnson here makes so much sense for them.
But they just lost the other. He retired. What is that guy's name?
I mean,
Hubbard. Sam Hubbard.
Yeah.
He just retired early.
Will Johnson, Jahdae Barron, Derek Harmon, get another D tackle. They could go linebacker. I feel like their linebackers are just awful.
Yeah, again, they need everything defense.
Unless they say screw it and like, Josh Simmons. Fuck it, Josh Simmons it is.
What if they just draft running back?
That would
Oh
be
my god,
pretty
they
funny.
like say
Or they
screw it.
take
Travion
like the
Henderson.
Texas wide receiver.
Could take wide receiver. They extended T, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave him a bag.
Chase
They
is
gave
on
both
the
of them
deal.
a bag.
Okay.
Between Burrow, Chase, and Higgins, it's like something crazy, like 49% of their cap. Or something around that.
Have a good night, Miles. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, this will get interesting real quick. I really want to see what the Commanders do. Of course, I want to see what the Eagles do. And then there's always the chance that one of these teams has to trade up, you would think.
Well, I think if the Steelers pick a quarterback, teams will trade up. If they don't, they probably won't. Unless it be the Saints.
Guy Nick does not like the Pats draft pick, apparently. I mean, that's what they
Really?
needed to do.
They had to go tackle. Like,
You wanted Carter.
so you're not mad with the pick. You just really wanted to get Abdul. Because like that made sense to go out and get tackle. Like New England just did not touch tackle at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited about Abdul Carter. I think he's going to be
He'll
very,
be an
very
Eagle
good.
in 5 years when his contract's up and don't want to pay him.
Chill with that.
You're gonna hear that a lot. You're gonna hear that a lot, especially from Matt.
Oh, yeah, I'm never going to stop hearing it. Probably for the 4 years he's on his rookie deal.
Would you rather, Nick? Would you rather have Abdul or would you rather have Travis Hunter if you're the one? Hypothetically.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously they went Diggs, but, like, how long do they have with Diggs? And, like, corners, not. Yeah, that's fair. They don't really need corner. That's the thing. Like, Christian Gonzalez is a stud. And I'm going blank on their second corner, but they have a lot of good corners. It's like the one defensive position that they're really sold in. Well, now that they're sold. Well, with their D-line.
Yeah, I think the Pats are in the right direction. Drake May's a really good quarterback. They hit with that draft pick.
Actually, wait, Nick, am I playing you on fantasy baseball this week?
The Bengals pick has been in for
God,
15 minutes. Oh.
Shamar Stewart, okay.
Well, there's the first one that you wanted for the Eagles.
No, I didn't want him.
Okay.
No.
He had no production in college.
Yeah, just like, and he's on A&M. Like, I don't know.
It's
Something about him
strictly
just off.
it's strictly tangibles.
Yeah, I hate that. I mean, like, pick makes sense. Obviously, they need to get an edge to like eventually replace Trey Hendrickson, but like, I don't know. I'm just not crazy about Shamar Stewart. Like, I think there's way better edges in this draft class than
Maybe he
Shamar
thought
Stewart.
with that suit. I bet he thought he was going to the Eagles.
What was it, all green suit? I didn't even say.
Yeah. You may be right.
Oh no, I'm playing Simmons. Never mind.
Rashawn Gary.
You guys said a lot while I was away.
Yeah, Nick's not happy about missing out on Abdul Carter.
Yeah, I
He was
mean,
checking
look,
into the stream.
Abdul Carter was, I think, objectively the best prospect in this draft. I think a lot of people have said that. We'll see how it all plays out. You never really know. He's coming off the injury. You never know how he's going to respond to that long term. So I can understand it. What?
Sorry. Never mind. Sorry,
I understand, like, really wanting him, but if I'm a Patriots fan, I'm not mad about getting the best offensive lineman in this class, protecting Drake May. Your defense is going to figure it out. You got Vrabel now. He's a defensive-minded coach. All of the players that you currently have on the Patriots defensive side, they're going to be elevated simply because of Vrabel. He's been there. He's done that. They'll be good.
I just don't even get the complaint. I mean, like, I get it, smaller arms, but I feel like I've never heard of a team not wanting to draft a player because an offensive lineman has smaller arms. Like, I feel like this is like one of the first times.
More at the tackle
they come
position.
up with something like this every year. There was
Kenny
that was the thing with Aiden Hutchinson on the opposite side of the line. That was the thing with the Jaguars, Aiden Hutchinson versus Trayvon Walker. We were like, we scouts, obviously us too. Gerard Mayo's wife needs the board. All right, Nick. Gerard Mayo's wife, leave her out of this.
He's not even employed anymore, and he's still catching strays.
No, but that was the thing with Trey Hendrickson. Like, he had the small Trey Hendrickson. Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson. He had the small arms compared to Trayvon Walker, who, big defensive end, who's just a freak of nature, and he is. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. I'm sure you've never seen him in person, but that dude is a freak of nature.
Why is Nick Saban at the draft? Makes sense.
I guess he coached some of these guys. He coached Milrow.
But he's doing the show with I forgot they do like the game days. Guys go to the draft.
Bengals just love players with ARs at the end of it. Their names Jamar.
That's
Actually,
true.
just those two.
Wait, that's his father. Oh, that's kind of surprising.
Jamar. Yeah, that's going to be a T-shirt by like week 4.
Jamar and Shamar are in the car.
Then his dad's dripped out though with the Thanos chain and the grills.
With that NIL money, baby.
He just like snapped his fingers like Santa.
The Hawks pick is in. Everybody's just clapping like they're happy. Are they happy?
Shador Sanders.
Who's their quarterback?
That woman looks like she should not be working in a front office for an NFL team. What is she staring at? She's looking.
Who's the Seahawks quarterback?
All right, Nick, have a good one. He's going back to his party.
Sam Howell.
Oh wait, this could be.
I'm gonna say Will Simmons.
Jackson Dart.
They need linemen.
Jackson Dart.
No, that'd be crazy.
Wow.
Okay. I didn't think it was gonna be him.
Reach of the year.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Brian wanted this guy
Catastrophe.
with the 34th overall pick. He went 18.
He reminds me of that guy.
Why?
Like, the way he plays, I don't remember the name of him, but he came out of North Dakota State, I'm pretty sure, and he went viral because his photo is like him just missing 2 teeth. I'm going blank.
The guy with like long hair.
Long hair. He just looked like a
I think he went to
homeless.
I think he went to like a D2 school.
Dude, this just ruined the whole draft for me. Why are you taking him that high?
Because they know, just like you knew, Brian. Give yourself a pat on the back right here. You said you debatably wanted him more than Abdul Carter. That is
loved him.
Word for word what you said. I debatably want him more than Abdul Carter. Well, guess what? You got Carter at 3, and this guy, no, he did not make the 33 or 34. Went 18.
Yeah, that's crazy. They knew.
I'd like to say that real quick. In all of these mock drafts and everybody's predictions in this, like, when you get down to these picks, like I guess here it was 18, but normally it's towards the very end of the first round, start of the second. Everybody's round looks the same. Everybody's like, oh, I want perfect example this year. I want Kobe Bryant, that cornerback from Kansas. Every 32 team has him like in their 4th round pick slot. Every single one. Well, only one team gets him. Like it doesn't really work like that. So I'm sorry, Brian. I know you thought you can get him at 34. 18. Not even close.
That's very sad.
You just made it halfway.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker is going to have a big year now. Watch out for Kenneth Walker.
If he can stay healthy. Hasn't that
True,
been a
man.
thing forever? Him and
Yeah, that's
Charbonnet, man, they're just gonna. I mean, that's for better or worse. There's gonna be 2 of them there.
But wouldn't teams just stack the box against Sam Howell?
You're talking about Sam Howell, who led the league in passing yards through like 4 weeks, like 2 seasons.
It was like 7 weeks.
Oh my
Excuse
god.
me. I was trying to defend him.
Let's
a little
not
bit,
let's
taking it.
not get into that conversation again.
Yeah, may or may not have called him a top 10 quarterback in football.
Ah, there it is.
I mean, Commanders fans were happy for what they were sad when they traded him.
Tampa Bay at 19. You know, I think that this is actually a really important pick because Tampa Bay, you know, they were the only ones who were able to stop Philly 2 years ago. Played them well last season too, but I think this is a really important pick for the future of their franchise. Are they going to build around Baker? I think so.
Well, you have to. They extended him.
No, I just mean with this pick. Like, with this pick, do you build around Baker with this pick, or are you going defense?
They could go wide.
Is this like, could you go, I think it'd be a reach for Emeka?
Buku?
But Chris Godwin's still, or no, did they re-sign Chris Godwin?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Godwin's back in town, yes.
I feel like
Well,
they
then-
go corner. I feel like their corners are really getting up there in age.
Where's Carlton Davis now?
Detroit.
That's
War
right.
Eagle.
War Eagle.
They have Jamel Dean there, though.
They still have Jamal Dean. I was just going to ask about that.
The
I'm
safety
looking
too
it
is
up
pretty
right now.
good.
Yeah,
They
Whitehead,
got
Yeah.
I think.
Jordan Whitehead, safety. Antoine Winfield, safety.
That's
Jamil Dean and Zion McCollum.
All right, I am going to hop out of this for a couple minutes while I change my background.
Can you make somebody else the host, or how does that work?
I am the host.
Yeah,
Well,
Will's got it.
I control it.
Okay.
All right, I will see you guys in about 3 minutes.
Ooh, if I have to give a pick real quick before this pick comes in, I am going to guess Will Johnson.
Let's say Jedi Baron.
I could also see Jihad Campbell.
Jedi Baron, or Will Johnson. One of those two.
So you're pretty sold on corner.
I think they go corner. They have Jamil Dean, who's kind of like up there in age, and then they don't have a second corner. And they're sitting there on the board, and both like really solid corners are still there.
What does Denver need?
Funny enough, though, Denver and Pittsburgh don't take corners here. What if the Bucks can trade down? That would be nice for them.
Like who?
Why is Gilly at Shader's draft party? What?
What does Denver need? Denver was trying to trade up to get Genti. They need a stud running back. So
they're going to take Hampton probably.
I just don't know if he's worth the 20th overall pick here.
But I feel like that could be a spot maybe for one of those Browns Giants teams to trade up.
Oh,
yeah, definitely could be. They could trade
get
out.
ahead of the Steelers.
like as far as the running back prospects go, there was Genty and then a fall off, and then a large amount of guys that I would kind of move into that second tier. So I wouldn't want to be the team that pulls the trigger on the first running back in the next tier. If I was Denver, I wouldn't want that to be me, but they need a running back. Pittsburgh also needs a running back. They don't have anybody there. Najee's in Los Angeles with the Chargers now. They just have
somewhat solid.
They just have Warren, but
Pittsburgh is very intriguing me right now.
oh, the Buccaneers take a wide receiver.
Golden.
How are you so?
Oh,
Am I that far ahead? I should wait until it pops up on.
Dude, you didn't even come up. Dude, you were just walking out. And you said I was like, golden.
that's kind of.
Oh, it was a Mecca.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I mean, I like that. They've had injuries with Godwin. Mike Evans is definitely getting up there in age, so I like this selection. I mean, these three with Baker. I mean, you got plenty of weapons in the backfield.
I think their defense is definitely
solid. The Bucs offense is going to be good next year.
If Will Johnson falls to the Chargers, they're going to pick him.
Dude, yeah, he's that's 100%.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
1,000%. I am loving this board.
I don't think Denver or Pittsburgh takes a corner.
Unless Denver
no
wants
way,
to pair them. But they need offense, though.
Denver needs an offensive player.
Denver could go Marion. They could go Marion Hampton. I could see that.
Who's Denver's quarterback? Oh,
Bo Nix. Auburn legend.
I feel like they're probably pissed. They could have really used a Mecca.
I think they're going to go Golden or Hampton.
Yeah, I think they either go wide or they go.
They definitely don't need defense.
No, they don't. Yeah, they don't. Which is brutal because it's all that's left on the board right now. That's why I'm loving this board. We're in 20 and we're sitting here in Denver might go receiver. We get to 21. Pittsburgh could go quarterback.
I would be shocked if Denver trades back right now. Back into the second.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I wouldn't say it that far.
I wouldn't be shocked, but they do need to give Bo Nix some help. There's a lot of picks in the draft to do it. I get that.
Like I could see like Denver trading with like Detroit.
But I think there's like a lot of depth at running back at least.
Oh, the running back draft class this year is insane.
And then I don't
There's
really remember
so many good running backs. Like tomorrow, you're gonna see so many good running backs off the board. It's insane.
And then Nick Chubb's going to be punching air. Somebody sign me.
If he's still on the board, they're gonna get Travion Henderson. In the second, 100%. They're gonna get Travion Henderson. Watch, they get Travion Henderson. They go Shador. Unless like the Steelers do it here.
On the phones, maybe.
They're definitely on the phones.
They're definitely trying to trade that out.
The phones are buzzing. They're ringing. They're buzzing and they're buzzing and they're buzzing.
Here come the Giants.
Alright, friends back. It is freezing in my house, so I gotta turn off the AC. Oh.
This is taking a little while.
Oh my god, it's freezing in here.
Who are Pittsburgh's quarterbacks right now, then?
Pittsburgh's quarterbacks, it's Mason Rudolph, period. Isn't it?
I believe so. Because they don't have Justin Fields or
Russell Wilson. Fields is in New York with the Jets. Wilson.
I think somebody's about to trade up. This is taking way too long.
Can y'all hear me now?
It just went to
Do we hear you, Brian?
It
All
just
right,
went to
my
a
bad.
commercial. Something.
I was saying, feels like we're back in 2023 with my camera quality.
You look like you just had a long fucking day and you just got home from work.
It's not too far.
I'm gonna go home and drink a beer.
What is happening?
Oh, this is the most amount of commercials I've ever seen this year.
Yeah, 7-5 Michigan had 3 top 15 draft picks. That's
All defense.
Well, they were all left over from the natty year.
Oh wait, never mind. They had a tight end.
one tight end.
That's right.
Best tight end in the draft.
I mean, that was just truly because they had like the worst quarterback in the country.
Yeah. Is Denver's pick in?
Yeah,
It is in.
they're staying at 20.
It's got to be Hampton, right?
Or a wide receiver.
Yeah. Oh, that's who I was thinking. Yeah, Amari. So they're what's his name from Texas or Amari in Hampton? I
Yeah,
think
I guess it could be
they go
Goldman.
Amarian. Who knows though? I feel like it's probably smarter for them to go wide receiver. But who knows?
I just want to see.
No, I guess team needs is a cornerback. Apparently. They might not have anybody behind Surtain. I guess they have that white dude.
That's all they need.
Sneaky Will Johnson.
This kid looks very nervous.
Could be. I mean, it has to be Will Johnson, Hampton, or Golden. One
Will
of those
Johnson
three.
for 10 would be sick.
Yeah.
But I'm also surprised nobody has taken him. So a lot of people had him at 11 and 12.
Maybe we could see both quarterbacks go next after this. No,
Chargers, no
the
way.
Rams.
If Will Johnson's on board, they aren't trading that.
Will Johnson does seem like a Denver pick.
Oh. Okay, so they go corner.
Yeah. That's fair.
Who is this guy?
Him and Will Johnson were like 1A, 1B. Janae Barron's kind of like undersized though. It's like the only gripe on him.
Today, Barron
Cooper
is
DeJean,
not a safety.
But
Who's
wait,
this guy?
they just compared him to Cooper DeJean. I think there's a big comparison there.
He's not a safety.
Well,
It's just corner / safety, I guess.
something else, Brian.
Corner that'll lock down your number one. Barron is CB.
That is still Janae Barron and that's Surtain. That's pretty gross.
Now, what do the Steelers do?
This has got to be Shador.
I mean, I really need this for my over 2.5 quarterback bet in the first round.
Dude, I don't think you're going to get that.
Yeah, probably not. I thought the Saints.
There is a
I was
chance-
seeing that all day.
There is a chance.
I mean,
the
I
Steelers
think
get
the
Shador.
only If the Steelers don't take it, it's cooked. But if the Steelers take one, I feel like one team might get desperate and try and trade.
The Rams could always take a quarterback. Stafford's getting up there,
Nick Bonito.
but everyone else you're not unless you get a trade.
And they just showed him picking off Milrow. Classic. Is that
I
mid-range?
do want to
there?
get the Cal quarterback, Noel Williams, picked off Peyton Thorne twice this year, and I think he's a projected third-round pick. I would love him on the Giants. Even though 2 Peyton Thorne interceptions equate to like a half a real interception. All right. Is it Shedeur Sanders?
I don't know.
I feel like Mike Tomlin is just gonna. I feel like he can just get Mason Rudolph to 500. I think that's all Mike Tomlin cares about these days.
Pick is in. They're showing Shedeur. I can't tell if he just got off the phone.
But they're probably talking about him. I guarantee. And they go like wide receiver, maybe. Oh no, Travis Hunter is getting married in May.
Oh, those relax.
Dude, these fans are hyped
This girl
up.
doesn't even know where she is right now. A girl in the all white. She's just like, where am I?
Shedeur. I would love to see Shedeur not get drafted and just go on Deion Sanders' Twitter. Just see what he says.
Oh, here we go. Feels like it's now or never for him.
Do they want Shedeur?
Oh my.
Oh no.
Wow.
He's gonna fall. That's it. He's falling out of the first.
Yeah, Colin, I'm sorry. I think you're cooked.
Yeah.
Wow.
After the Saints, I kind of.
That's a good aspect though for the Steelers, minus the quarterback. They're gonna trade up tomorrow and just get Dart or one of the other two.
Or they're gonna trade up for like Milrow. Or this is why I don't. Why is Milrow at the draft? He's already is because Dart's not there either.
I don't even understand. Milrow is
Like he's
awful.
the 4th quarterback. Like Milrow legitimately.
I would take Dylan Gabriel over Jalen Milrow.
I mean, I think the upside, but his low is like XFL.
He just has his bust potential is insane. Like the chance of him busting is massive. But he could have a high upside.
Once you get outside the second round, I mean, you can be a bust, but like it's.
I just don't think he should go into like round 3, 4.
Yeah, but some team's gonna take him. I think.
I have a really bad feeling the Giants are about to trade Thibodeau to Washington
No.
What?
to get Dart.
You seeing this on Twitter now?
No, I just like Washington needs an edge, and they've been talking about trading down.
That'd be good for them. Just helping out the NFC East left and right these days.
I'm getting Saquon Barkley commercials, baby. Let's go.
He's crying. There's your 2.
What do you need? 3.5? think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.5.
I haven't
For
really been
quarterback?
paying attention. The
3.5 players
athletes-
crying. 2.5 quarterbacks.
Yeah, quarterbacks, that's cooked. I would fucking die if Dart goes before Shador. He's so funny.
Well,
He might.
the interesting thing about the Rams would be Matthew Stafford's probably going to pull it. He's on a. How long did he extend? 1 or 2?
I think it was 2. But like, obviously they would maybe drop it. Like I think it was like 2, but like it's like a deal I can get out of it after 1 year.
And I guess they need a wide receiver now. 'Cause Cooper
Wherever
Kupp's gone.
yeah.
Their defense. I mean, what if they draft one of the quarterbacks and he just sits for a year under Matthew Stafford?
I could definitely see that.
Because if Sean
That's
McVay
you
likes one of them, he'd be able to like craft him.
That's what you need. You need the Rams and then either Cleveland or the Giants to trade up.
Cleveland
Like
wouldn't trade
Cleveland's
up.
first
Cleveland wouldn't trade
though.
up.
Like it's either gonna be the Giants or the Saints.
Oh shit.
If the Chargers don't take Will Johnson, I will be
The
shocked.
only other teams that would have to trade up would be like the Steelers again, and then maybe like the Rams later.
But unless they're mid-second round, they're not going to trade back into the first.
I keep forgetting they made the playoffs. I'm telling you, this is the most amount of commercials I've ever seen in an NFL draft.
Yeah, this is
Really?
getting insane.
Brian, you're so dark.
Yeah, it looks like I'm in a dungeon.
Did Will Johnson have an injury that he missed like the end of the season?
He might have, but like, I don't know.
He's got to go to the Chargers.
I'm liking this though. A lot of the guys that I said for the Eagles are still sitting there.
And the Thunder are getting smoked.
Really?
Down 17.
I could try to move to near my lamp. Maybe that'll help. No, I just have a white blur in the back. But I guess it helps a little.
So good. Oh well, you sound better.
I sound better?
Yeah, you were like kind of muffled before.
Huh.
You sound a lot better. Whatever you did.
Well, I gotta use my phone mic because I guess the mic on my computer is broken.
Kirby chose. I mean, like, the Lions, would they trade? I don't know who would trade down.
I can't see Lions moving. The only other trade I can see like potentially happening is maybe the Eagles. That's about it. I don't know.
And I feel like the only way either the Giants, because I mean, unless somebody takes one of them, the only way the Giants and the Browns aren't guaranteed to draft a quarterback is if the Saints jump them. The Eagles get Mike Green as a stud.
Yeah, you were right. They just said that Will Johnson did experience some knee injury, like had knee injury issues. They said some concerns with his knee.
I think John Harbaugh would take him. Is that Shador? Dude, this big ass party just for him not to get drafted.
Apparently, they said they might trade. They're trying to trade the pick. They're hearing calls, so that's what they said.
Ooh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Fielding calls.
I mean, they're all looking at the TV. They haven't been disengaged the whole time.
Maybe this is where the Giants make their move.
I don't think they trade it. I think they want to, but I don't think they're gonna do it. Unless I don't know.
I really hope Green Bay doesn't get Will Johnson. That would kind of piss me off.
On the phone. Yep, and their fucking feed freezes.
They're at
No,
30
they're trying
seconds.
to trade it. You can tell.
Yeah, they look rattled. They don't want to make a pick.
It's going to go to 0. We're running out of clock here.
They got 40 in the back.
What happens if it goes to 0?
They skip
They
the
lose
pick.
it.
I mean, it happened before where they skipped the pick.
Is it 5, 4, 3, 2?
Dude, did they not get it in?
What is going on right now?
That'd be crazy.
They definitely traded it, though. Pick is in.
Okay.
Seconds to spare.
Because it did happen before where, like, the clock went to 0, and they just skipped their pick, and they went on, and then they went, like, 2 picks later, then the Vikings picked or something like that. It was some crazy. They were, like, supposed to pick it 4. They didn't get the pick in, so they ended up picking at 7. Or something like that. Just something crazy.
This might be a crazy pick now, because if they were taking that whole time to try to trade it.
I think what they wanted to do was trade back and get Will Johnson, but they're like, fuck it, we'll just take Will Johnson.
Well, I bet Green Bay would have taken him.
Maybe. But could be
Because
real niche
Alex,
concerns with his injuries.
yeah, I get, but Alexander has had bad injuries last season or 2.
All right, Chargers, come on. What? This is insane.
Yeah, this is wild.
Skip them.
I mean, what is going on?
Maybe if Jack comes back, they'll announce the pick.
Yeah, Jack's making the pick.
Ever since Jack's gone, and he's literally he's still. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Selection.
They're gonna start running out of songs to sing.
Any day now, Chargers.
I think it's gotta be Will Johnson. Come on, Michigan guy.
Sorry about that, guys. I was on the phone.
Well, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Chargers took like 20 minutes. to
Oh
make
my
that.
God, I was honestly gonna say it.
Oh,
Omari
wow.
and Hampton.
God, I hate Chargers fans. There's like 3 of them.
They really did need a running back.
I mean, you gave him a running back to. Will Johnson, 32, maybe. I would kill that.
That'd be absurd.
I would
Oh, I
kill.
bet Howie's already looking at. I mean, if he wants a corner.
You know who is gonna probably get him? Baltimore. And it's gonna piss me off. Because Baltimore always gets like every draft. They draft so well.
You know, I bet he goes to Minnesota. Or even Green Bay with the way that
Green
Giants
Bay
rallied.
would take him. Green Bay's probably, but that he
I
has
can't
injuries,
lie though. I feel like the Chargers passing up on him there, like it's tough
That means something. It's
for a
more
running
than-
back.
That means it's more than might be worse because he missed like a while.
He's got to go to Green Bay. Draft's there. You know the fans are going to go crazy.
He's not at the draft.
Yeah, but like
Oh, he was.
you
at the
want to make
draft.
a big pick in front of your fan.
I think so. Yeah, because they were talking about him, and it looked like they showed him in the back.
Huh. Damn.
Where's the draft next year?
Need to figure out a better setup
I'm gonna
for this.
say they're gonna be like annoying and put it in like
Wide receiver. I mean, there's no way. If they draft, maybe they finally draft offense. I don't know.
Oh, it's in Pittsburgh next year.
No
Okay, that's
shot.
cool.
I mean, that'd probably get a big roar if they drafted offense in the first round. Dude, fucking cheese curds. That's disgusting.
Hey now, don't disrespect cheese curds.
Matthew Golden, that's another
Well,
one.
they're bringing out like a bunch of yellow cheese and
Will
weird.
they draft a receiver in the first round?
Nick Saban's not eating it. Yeah, he knows.
The Steelers haven't drafted a first round receiver since Antonio Holmes.
Lucas Van Ness. Don't remember that guy.
Iowa guy.
I mean, it doesn't really help the Packers are fucking dog shit well, I can't say they're dog shit when it comes to drafting. I feel like the Packers are like the worst team drafting in like the first 2 rounds, and then the end of the draft they're like amazing, and like all these late round guys they get are always good.
Because they always draft like wide receivers.
Like Eric Stokes, it's insane.
They always draft these like late round wide receivers that somehow turn out to be like somewhat decent. God, such tools.
Go wide receiver, please.
They're gonna get defense, probably. I bet they get Mike Green, the Marshall dude. So their defensive line is like he ass.
Campbell's still on the board at 23 is crazy as well.
Yeah. Or if they go him, I'd like he'd be pissed too.
I don't think they do. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be real.
I feel like they might. I really feel like they're gonna go Matt Golden.
Well, I think Houston's gonna go defense or
Houston
offensive
could
line.
no. They need line so bad.
But is there
And they just
even
lost their starting. I mean, he wasn't really a starting guard. They need
I
to
bet
get
they're
whatever.
pissed about Gray going off.
You know who they'll get? They'll get what's his name from Ohio State because he probably played with Stroud at some point. They'll go Josh Jennings. I don't know what Minnesota does though. That one I don't know what they do.
I think Minnesota goes linebacker. Their linebackers are so old.
And Campbell would make a lot of sense.
Maybe they're trying to trade back too, I think. There's no way.
Yeah, all these teams are probably trying to rip off Joe Schmo.
Yeah. He's not biting. I bet he would have if the fucking Steelers took the quarterback.
Yeah. They might just be content with, again, letting the team in front of them make the decision for them. Let Cleveland take one and then take the other.
Who's the tween? So the first 2 picks of the second round are Giants, Browns.
Yeah, so the Browns will take a quarterback, and then the Giants will just get whoever's left.
Titans, Browns, Giants.
Titans don't have it.
Really? Oh, okay.
It's Cleveland, Giants, Titans, Cleveland.
They traded their pick, or?
I don't know.
Weird. All right, can we pick it up, man?
Fine.
There we go. Pick is in. Let's get out. It's crazy.
Yo, after we talk about this Packers pick, I really want to discuss the reordering of draft picks this year.
Reordering of draft picks? What do you mean?
Well, as we were just saying, you would expect, the Titans to go number 1 in the second round,
Oh,
and then the Browns, and then the Giants, like the first round was. But it's changing. Now it's for the second round. It's Browns, Giants, then Titans, and then the next round in the third round, it's Giants, Titans, Browns.
So they're like rotating.
It like rotates, and then 4 through 6 is the same way because the Jags have the 4th overall pick, or had the 4th overall pick in the second round instead of the 5th. And it's segmented like that, but like I don't know how or why they did that, or if that's new this year. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I don't know. Like the Pats are picking 6 in the second round. I don't know how.
32, or 33 through 35 are basically
Exactly. They
first
go
round value-ish, kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up.
Defense.
I
It's
can't
still
tell
gonna
you
be-
if it's new. I think it's new. I can't tell you why they switched it or when they switched it, but like I never noticed it until this year.
Bro, put the fucking cutaways down.
All right, Pack. Who you picking?
I think it's gonna be. If they go off, I doubt they go offense.
I think they go wide. I don't know.
And then they
We
never
have some
do.
breaking news here. So according to reports,
NFL
or I'll wait for the Packers selection.
But it is NFL related?
Yeah, it's Giants related.
So much Japanese.
Who's it gonna be?
This is the longest 3 picks ever, man.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Because they're all trying to trade.
Yeah.
I've been going on for 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
He's probably.
They did it.
I mean, this is also the Packers pick, so they're just freaking.
Wow. They did it.
They
did go
drafted
wide.
an offensive player.
That's nuts.
They
That's funny, he said-
drafted a wide receiver.
For the first
In
time
the
since
first
2002,
round.
the crowd just roared.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome. He's about to get locked down by Jalen Johnson for the rest of his career. Welcome to hell.
Straight up.
I'm not crazy about him. I just a guy that just like tested well the
I think
combine.
every time I watch Texas, maybe I was too focused on hate watching Isaiah Bond.
Who's
Like,
I'm
he
on that.
never jumped out to me at all.
I just
He
I
had
don't know.
some great plays in the college football playoff.
Oh, he's just fast. That's why. He's ran a 4.29.
Who's the guy that's been on like the left side at the end of the green room all night in like the silver suit?
That might be Will Johnson. Because I swear I thought he was in the silver suit. There can't be too many.
Yeah, you
That
thought
can't
he was
be
about to go
green
top
guys.
10.
He's literally dapped up every single person that's walked by and gotten drafted tonight. And, not that means a whole lot on the field, but it does mean a whole lot in the locker room. I mean,
TJ's got a point. He said milking it because that massive crowd is now going to head out. LOL. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, these picks are going to fly now.
People are going to start flying out.
And the Vikings already got their pick in.
The
I
Vikings
don't know, man.
probably
There's
gonna-
not much to do in Green Bay.
Yeah, he's going from Austin to Green Bay is kind of an L.
Yeah. Austin, Texas to Green Bay, Wisconsin.
But the breaking news to the Giants was they reportedly offered the number 3 pick, next year's first, and multiple other picks to trade up for Cam Ward,
Really,
and it got declined.
Fair.
not surprised. With the 3 this year and first round next year.
So essentially, like 2 top 5 picks because they're not going to be good next year.
I mean, in a way, that's basically the Jaguars to Browns trade. I think.
Yeah.
But the difference between where that first round pick is going to be is pretty substantial, you'd think.
You would think so.
I can't argue with that.
Yo, is he on the mic right now? When did they
Yeah.
let this guy get on the mic?
Probably
That's
it's because
first.
Green Bay, though.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I would assume.
Christian Watson's probably punching the air.
I mean, the Packers just have a bunch of random third and late second round wide receivers. So. Whose mom is that?
I like Jaden Reed.
Yo,
Just
who
don't-
mobs is that?
I wonder if that's Will Johnson's mom. That has to be Golden's mom. A grandmother.
Can't wait till we get to see Cam Coleman get drafted in the first round.
Oh my!
Ron Williams is going to go top 5.
Can't really argue with that. Now, how's he gonna wear a G for Golden on his chain and it not be gold? Like, I'm the last person to talk about fashion, but that just seems like a layup.
That's so stupid. All right, Green Bay's off the board, so let's not take our fucking time with these picks, please. I'm loving this board though. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I know you're just hoping
Every
Will
single
Johnson.
guy. There's like 6, 7 guys I want, and they're still all sitting on the board there. There's so many guys. Will Johnson, James Pierce, Maxwell Harrison, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green. So many good ones.
All right, shout out the Vikings. They went quick.
Donovan Jackson. Okay. Interesting. Oh, Ryan. Uh-oh.
Oh, which one? Which one is it? Which one is it? They
Oh
did
my
it.
god. Oh my.
Colin, you're muted, but that might have just saved your 2.5.
Oh, we're back in business. We're back in business.
Oh my god.
Now the
Holy,
Saints,
they actually
the
did.
Saints are gonna be on the phone right now, be like,
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
if this backdoor hits, I'm gonna jump for joy because I'm like, oh, for 4.
Backdoor QB draft.
Hey, Grandma left the back
Oh,
door open.
shit.
I'll tell you
Grandma
what,
left the back door.
Dable does not look happy.
I wanna.
Yeah, it might
Well,
be Shador.
That it has to be Shador.
Has to be.
If Dable
And Dable
doesn't
does
like
not
that,
want Shador.
because he knows his ass is gone in a year, and Coach Prime.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, big dude, get the fuck out the way.
Texans get your second round pick, number 34. Number 34, number 99, and a third round pick next year. Oh no, 20. No, yeah, third round pick next year.
Wait, say that again?
You gave up you gave up your second round
Second
pick,
rounder.
and I guess that's a third, 99,
Fourth.
32, whatever. Number 34, number 99, and a third round pick next year
That's not
That's
horrible.
a
to get
lot.
25. No, I don't think that's that bad.
I mean, that's 8.
For a first round pick, you give up.
8
Yeah, you
spots.
move up 8 spots to give up 2/3 essentially.
Potential franchise quarterback.
That was a second and a third.
Well, you moved up. 8
Oh,
spots.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's not that much. Okay.
It has to be Shador, I suppose.
Dable clearly
So-
wants Dart.
so, let me get this straight. The Texans, because Brian, I love you. I don't give a shit about the Giants. So the Texans, the worst team in the league. So they just traded back, no first round pick for them. They're going to have the Giants' second round pick, which is the
33rd.
Like they're
first-
picking like
yeah,
right
the
away.
first overall pick in the second round.
Second.
And they're giving up they're getting a
34th.
third round pick this year and next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th round pick this year. 3rd round pick next year.
Oh, fourth
Oh,
round
yeah.
this year.
Yeah, I misspoke.
No, it was a third.
99 would be 4.
Okay, so that's back when they're
Oh.
in the 3 slot.
The top of the
Yeah,
4th.
it's a 34, the 99, and then the 3rd next year.
Yeah, so it's like the top of the 4th round.
Oh.
Well, I will be actively.
It says
rooting
third
for the
round pick. I just looked at
So that
it.
third round
It
pick
says
is-
a 2025 third round pick.
Oh, yeah, they do the compensatory.
Compensatory picks.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
that makes
probably
sense.
very end of round 3.
I think it's Shador, and
I
I'm
just-
fine with Shador. I think.
Brian, you
I
said anybody
think-
but Shador since the start.
Yeah, that was at 3.
Imagine they just take Jalen Milrow.
Oh,
That'd be really
please.
giant.
I
I
already
would,
said
I would start
I would
dying
take him.
laughing.
I still think that he can be the best quarterback in this class.
Unless they're just like somewhat.
If he learns how to throw, yeah. It's like Ben Simmons learning how to shoot a jump shot.
Yeah.
Well, unlike Anthony Richardson, he might actually have some time to sit behind some quarterbacks and figure it out.
I guess Russell Wilson.
Well, I mean, you got Wilson and Jameis there. You brought on 2. Like, it's
Dude.
Shador
don't
looked
know.
I
pissed
really
when the
don't.
Steelers
I
didn't pick
don't
him.
think they got
That's-
enough for that.
That's hilarious. And then all the comments are like, "Don't worry, legendary. Lamar was 32." Colorado fans might be my least favorite sports fans in all of college football.
The Giants just traded up just to get like Will Johnson.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that
just would shock me at that point.
I think it has to be quarterback.
Let me see Dable. Dable, yeah, if this was Dart, Dable would look happier.
dude. That's what I thought. Dable did not look happy at all.
But maybe it's just a poker face. You never know.
I can't believe the Giants traded up. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought Shador was gonna fall out of the first round, or who knows? But that's.
Dude,
I'm loving
now
this.
that you say Will Johnson, like I wouldn't hate that at all.
I mean, they need.
Dable looks. They all look
You
kind
don't
of
really
like.
need safety. Like what? Who's your top 2 corners right now?
Oh, now he looks happy. That was a firm handshake.
The testing of the handshake.
That was
Deontay Banks and Drew Phillips.
that was an aggressive handshake from Dable.
Yeah, you guys are ahead of me, so I'm just gonna have to watch the ticker at the bottom.
But now, do the Rams maybe go reach at a QB?
See, it's so hard for them to move up.
Damn,
he
is Tyler Shaw in front of Jalen Milroe. That's kind of interesting.
Dude, what do they do? Oh my gosh.
I think it's sneaky Jackson Dart. That handshake, I think, gives it away for me based on.
Also, I kind of want Jackson Dart just to see how crazy it would be like if they did draft him over Shador.
Here we go.
I need to go and if they take Jackson Dart, Coach Prom's about to go off on Twitter.
I see he's staring at the ticker.
Yeah. Go on.
Oh my god!
Oh,
We did it!
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my god! I didn't
Dable
think
got
we
his
did
guy.
it.
I think you can be very happy with this draft.
Oh my god!
Dable got a guy. All I'm saying is the last
His-
quarterback from Ole Miss that played for the New York Giants won 2 Super Bowls.
And his mom is an absolute rocket.
She is a rocket.
He does
Mormons.
kind of look like Zach
Wow.
Wilson, which isn't great.
Those Mormons.
He paid the girlfriend no attention, or
And he looks like Zach Wilson.
And his brother looks exactly like him.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, well, it's just because of hair. They have like the same.
He's a Mormon.
Oh,
Lots of
dude.
compare.
Jalen Hurts?
Dude, that's disgusting.
I
Knock it
take
off.
that.
Another Mormon going into New York.
How
What
the
could
fuck
go
is that
wrong?
the comp between him and Jalen Hurts? How the fuck is that what you get out of that?
And he wears that Anakin
'Cause he's number
Skywalker
2.
eye black. Oh, another trade. Rams just traded to Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta's on the.
Shador Sanders to
Okay.
Atlanta.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, there's no.
Look at Dable. What a fucking.
Dude, this is low-key the best. I can't say that.
You can't say it until at least a year.
But I'm very happy. Like, extremely happy with that.
Probably an 8.
Dable got his guy.
I'm not
These
crazy about
graphics
Jackson
on
Dart.
ESPN are weird as.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to like ESPN, and then NFL just network's just better. Tot.
I bet Atlanta's about to take Will Johnson. That would make sense to me.
Yeah, well, we had some crazy
TJ said he
scenes.
likes the pick.
Yeah, no, I agree, TJ. I think you give him a year behind Russ and Jameis and let Dable actually work his magic with
Come
a
on,
talented
Saints.
quarterback.
Saints straight up, please.
Saints, please.
Yeah, that Atlanta trade up really hurts you.
Yeah. Maybe they just want to rock with Derek Carr and Spencer Rattler.
I think they went Shahad Campbell.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that they could get Shahad Campbell at 26.
But then, does Baltimore need a linebacker? Because they just took Wiggins last year.
I don't know if he's going to
Wiggins is
play this
cor-
year a
Wiggins
lot,
is a
Jack,
corner.
but if he does, you're going to be hearing Jackson Dart threw 5 darts, 6 darts, 7 darts
Oh,
this
shut
Sunday
up.
a million times on podcasts.
Yeah, darts to the fucking opposing team.
Just like the Florida game. Just watch
I'll
the
never-
Florida tape.
I know. I was actually gonna bring that up. I
Watch-
remember betting on Ole Miss in that game. He threw a pick, and I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. It was like a horrible interception. Then he got bailed out with like a defensive flag. Very next play, throws an interception. I'm like,
Damn. The Rams got a 2026.
That's
got
a bigger haul than the.
first?
Wow.
Wow. Well, I wonder where were they in the second round?
I think they were
'Cause
way further back. That was the
yeah,
thing.
Wait.
that would make sense. The Rams just got a first round pick next year.
That's crazy.
Because the Falcons are one of those teams that's either going to be very good and competing for the playoffs, or they're just going to fall off the face.
I think with Penix,
Well, because they went all in last year with the free agency side.
this has to be Jahad Campbell. They need linebacker.
It'd be crazy. That'd be a hell of a haul at linebacker for them.
Oh, they got 2.
That's
Oh,
good. That's a good pick too.
Yeah, that's a kick in the dick, Will.
Yeah.
yeah, because I
tough
remember
for Commanders
at
fans,
the
too.
beginning of the year, he was top
He
5.
he
pick.
literally only fell because he had like character issues, but he's a fucking beast.
He'll fit right into Atlanta then.
I mean, who knows? The last edge we drafted from Tennessee did not really end up well for us.
He grew up a Panthers fan, but now he's going to the Falcons.
If you know, you know. The last Tennessee edge that we
Are they-
drafted. Yeah, they gave up a first this year. I think it was because they had Atlanta. Where was Atlanta? Atlanta had to be like, what, 15?
Well, they had to be
so they
like-
probably, or the
Or probably like
Yeah.
48 or something.
yeah, they
around
probably
there.
went all the way back to 48, and they had to give up a first. But
Wow, he looks pissed.
that's a great pick because
He doesn't look happy about that draft spot.
No, he's just pissed that he went to 26.
Yeah, he's pissed that he fell that far, but a little girl just throwing up.
You know what's
gang
gonna
signs.
piss me off? I feel like it's gonna happen. Oh no, Detroit's gonna go Will. Oh my god. Detroit's gonna
Yeah,
go
Detroit would definitely take him.
Or Washington.
Yeah, Will, you're not getting Will Johnson.
You know, maybe
You're
that
gonna get a
back
good edge,
injury,
though.
maybe that back injury is just so bad that
I always said it was a knee injury or something. I want to see where.
me.
So, yeah, the Rams went all the way back to 14 in the second round. So 46. That's great for the Rams, though. They get a first.
Colin, unfortunately, I think Shador Sanders to Cleveland is looking
Yeah,
pretty
well,
promising.
that sucks for him though. Wouldn't want to be him. Maybe Deion's on
Maybe
the phone
Pitt-
right now,
maybe
being like,
Pittsburgh.
"My son will not go to Cleveland. Nah, I don't
It's
want him
too
to go
cold.
to
He wants to go
Cleveland.
somewhere warm.
He can't
It
play
would
in
be very
cold weather."
Pittsburgh to play like the big brother in the division and just trade
And
up.
just trade up with like the Chiefs or something. 'Cause
Or Philly, like the one spot ahead.
Maybe.
This is an extra FU.
That would
I
be
s-
the biggest.
I-
That would be the
I
biggest
still love
FU
this
to the
board.
Cleveland Browns of all time. Forcing the Cleveland Browns to take Tyler Shaw or Jalen Milroe. But then Cleveland would probably trade out of it.
Yeah.
But I bet if Cleveland heard that the Steelers were trying to do that, they would jump ahead in 2 seconds. I would.
Yeah, maybe that's Cleveland could have big brained it and gotten that second pick with the Jaguars to just have the capital if they need to.
Because I would not be. Because if Cleveland starts hearing that teams are like the Saints or the Steelers, I mean the Steelers are far back there. They'd have to offer a lot, which I don't think. I mean they would really have to love them, but when they could have just taken them at 21.
Yeah.
I feel like since they didn't take him at 21, they don't really love him that much.
How old is Lamar Jackson?
He's like 20. He's 25,
Lamar
26,
Jackson
20.
is 28.
Okay, he's got a lot of years left. I was just thinking if
it's
he's on the
kinda-
other side of 30, maybe they go Milrow. Just shock the world.
I mean,
Let him sit for 3 years.
yeah, do like a Jordan Love. But Milner's already kind of old. He's like 23.
Every time I think of Jalen Milrow, I just think of that one clip of someone that recorded that like a route from Ryan Williams, and like he absolutely cooked the defender corner like 3 times, and then Jalen Milrow throws the ball, and it's like the worst ball ever. Like throws it like out of bounds, like 10 yards short.
Well, that's why I honestly believe that report about every single Alabama wide receiver wanting to transfer if Jalen Milrow came back. Because the amount of yards that Williams and Jeremy Bernard could have had if Milrow could just throw like a sub-decent, like just an average mid-range throw, it probably would have been in the playoffs. Like, that's the difference.
Where did Ryan Williams go? Or is he still in the transfer portal? I guess he's still in the transfer portal.
He's still at Bama.
Oh, he's still at Bama? I thought he was I thought he was transferring.
If Milrow stayed.
Oh, is that what it was?
We didn't
I'll
have
stay at
any.
Bama and be a thorn in my side for the next 2 years.
We finally didn't have anybody enter the transfer portal in the spring. I think we actually
because Jalen Milrow got traded.
I think we actually got more players in the transfer portal than we lost for the first time in like 3 cycles.
Yeah. Ryan Williams is gonna be like a guy that goes like top 5 in the draft. He's a junior.
Thing is,
There's a
he's
real
the same.
chance him and
He's the same draft class as Jeremiah Smith. I mean, I think they'd probably both go top 10. I don't know about both top 5.
yeah, no, there's a chance him, Jeremiah Smith, and Cam Coleman all go in the top 10. Don't laugh at that.
What'd you say? I just stopped paying attention.
Cam Coleman's good. I said there's a chance Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, and Cam Coleman all go in the top 10 in their draft.
This pick just screams like Malachi Starks.
They still have Kyle Hamilton over there, though.
They need.
Yeah, they just don't have another one.
I mean, Marlon Humphrey's getting old. They could go Will Johnson.
I mean, it's a Harbaugh too. So
I think there's 0 chance he passes Detroit next pick if he's still there.
True. It is a Harbaugh.
Yep, told you. Told you.
Yeah, I like Starks.
Every year, man, Baltimore always gets good picks. Always.
He got cooked by Ryan Williams. BBQ chicken.
All right, Detroit, Will Johnson, Washington, Jihad Campbell, Buffalo,
Anakin and Darth Vader.
the kid from Boston College.
I forgot. He.
Yeah, the fucking little strip.
Yeah.
And then Dart did the little. I'll get Anakin fresh in that hairdo.
Alright.
All right, Will, who are you thinking for Philly?
I have no clue.
Does Buffalo trade back?
I could.
Man, Peyton.
I know it's crazy. Every year, it's like they just say like the same thing with like the Eagles effect, except they don't even trade. They just sit where they're at, and every year there's always a really good name that they always get. Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton, Humphrey,
Just give me a
Lamar.
dog.
There's probably more. I just can't even think of it. Here, let me go back.
I mean, like, pick is in. Come on, Cleveland.
Oh, when they got what's his name from the center. What's his name? Lindstrom. I'm going. Let him fall.
Picked up Goodell.
I'm surprised. I need to see how sad Joe Mura is. See how dumb he is.
You had to expect it.
There's no way. Like, I guess it's just fun to be there.
Yeah. Support Tyler Booker and
Wait, does Abdul Carter dress up as Darth Vader? Is that what you're saying?
No, he in the playoff game, he had like the nose strip. You know how Ryan Williams put kill everyone?
Yeah.
He put Darth Vader.
all right, we got Darth Vader and Spider-Man on the defensive line.
And you picked
weird.
Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker in the first round.
Oh, Tyler Linderbaum. That's what it was. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. But yeah, they're always so good at drafting. It's insane. I will always regret the Eagles drafting Jordan Davis over fucking Kyle Hamilton.
Jordan Davis is good though.
He's good, but Kyle Hamilton's the best safety in the league. Or one of the best safeties in the league. And he still would be on a rookie contract. It seems like an easy pick here for Detroit.
I mean, Detroit kind of needs everything on defense.
Yeah, but like...
And they did pick a lot of corners.
Yeah.
Flesh. I could see
They could
Josh
go
Campbell.
interior.
They seem to like Alabama or something. Commanders trade.
I really hope Jackson Dart is good, man.
Dart, put it in Bart.
Another Ole Miss QB.
I told her that. I literally said pre-draft too. I think I probably said it. Just like Malachi Starks just like screams Raven.
Oh, I missed the pick for the Bucks. I called that one.
Ibuka?
Oh yeah, you
Ibuka.
did. I was gonna say I thought someone said Ibuka, and then I guess that was when you change your camera, right?
Yep. Excuse me. All right. Is it Will Johnson?
Still 4 picks to trade.
Yeah, you need it soon.
Need a miracle.
Malik Williams, okay.
I mean, Commanders Will Johnson, maybe? It's kind of crazy.
I feel like they would just like pick him just because they know like Philly would probably use him.
I mean, I wonder what his injury is.
It's got to be something bad.
Screw it, we'll take it. Injury history guy. It's like Nakobe Dean. Well, I mean, I know he's hurt right now. We don't really talk about that, but still had a really good year this year. Because I feel like I'm very convinced Kansas City's got to go tackle after they just got absolutely dismantled in the trenches.
Yeah, they had to go offensive line.
And what's his name from Josh Simmons is still on the board, and Josh Connerly. Washington.
They said needed a D tackle too.
I could see. Fuck.
Could Washington be trying to trade back a little bit?
Come on, Steelers, straight up. Fucking
I
do it.
lucky think the reason all these teams are taking so long is they're trying to figure out how bad Will Johnson's injury is. That would be, or they're trying to trade. Trade alert.
Saquon. Yeah. I just need the Commanders. So wait, Commanders 29, Buffalo 30. Yeah, okay. So I just need the Commanders and the Bills to not be assholes here. Oh, the Bills are probably gonna go safety.
I'm slowly being convinced on the Bears pick. Zeke Mayo transfer portal.
My buddy's a big Michigan fan. He's just like, he keeps going on and on about Will Johnson, and he's like, Will Johnson won't fall past the Chargers. Will Johnson won't fall past the Detroit. Because my buddy's just like, all right, dude, if fucking Will Johnson falls to the Eagles, I swear to God.
I don't know what to do.
I am very worried that Washington goes Mike Green.
Mike Green just sounds like a dependable lineman. I said it on the podcast.
I'm hoping they just say like fucking go like Jordan Birch, but I can't see it happening.
Someone's smoke alarm is going off.
I hear it.
It's not mine.
No,
I don't know.
You know, it's one of my neighbors.
Oh,
I didn't realize that the Titans signed Tyler Lockett today.
yeah. I think they literally did that today or yesterday. It was very recent.
Yeah, I think it was today.
They signed a washed wide receiver every single year.
Hopkins, Julio, even like Eric Decker back in the day.
Ridley.
Ridley.
I mean, really,
remember my
he's not
buddy
really
ordering-
washed.
I remember my buddy ordering an Eric Decker Jets jersey, and as soon as he ordered it, he got traded to the Titans. It was like literally the week of. It was so fucking funny. And it was like a fake jersey too, so like he waited so long for it, and then when he got it, it was like a week past, like since he's already been traded.
Nothing like the Washington Commanders who play in Maryland and draft in Virginia.
Your second favorite team.
I'm gonna cheat.
And
No.
maybe-
No, they're probably 3.
It has to be
Bengals
defense.
are
If
two.
they don't go defense, it's kind of. Damn, that's a crazy.
Okay.
pick.
All right,
I don't hate it.
that's fine. I honestly thought he was gonna go to Kansas City, but
Yeah,
I
now
only
you
think
have
that.
You know for sure that Jaden Daniels is your quarterback of the future.
Kansas City have to
You
go
use
tackle.
your first round pick the very next year on an offensive tackle. It makes sense.
Is
Dude,
there
this is-
another?
him and
This is a
Tunzel.
dream board right now.
Is there another good tackle on the board that's first round quality?
Simmons from Ohio,
Yeah.
from
Ohio State.
Ohio State, which would make a lot of sense for. I don't know what Buffalo does here. Why can't I?
Yeah, that's a pretty great set of tackles with him and Laramie Tunzel.
I mean, maybe Buffalo goes pass rush here. Get another guy in the rotation.
Needs corner, wide receiver, D tackle, edge, and safety. D tackle. Oh, is Harmon still? No, Harmon got picked already, right? Yeah, he went a while ago. It's not really interior other guys.
It's a big man.
That's a big dude. Man, he looks young too.
All right, Will, which player are you looking at here?
Well, I'm waiting for Buffalo to pick because I truly think once Buffalo picks, I'm really sold that Kansas City's got to go some lineman. I think they got to go. What's his name? They probably want to go with the best lineman available in the draft, and they're gonna take Simmons. But I just want to see what happens with Buffalo right now.
Yeah, I definitely expect this to be defensive, but I wonder who they have atop their board.
Shador, praying, hoping. I wonder if they're gonna have another draft party tomorrow. That's kind of fun.
There's a lot of people in that draft room for the 30th overall pick.
Better have a bunch of rappers there. Probably paid bread.
Yeah, and I love that because I said that I thought Mike Green was a guy that was going to go inside the top 20. And I know he's got character issues, so it's crazy to sit here at 30 and he's still on the board. That's what I'm saying. If Buffalo don't pick him, I think Kansas City go lineman. And then Eagles are on the board, and it's like 4 of the guys that I realistically wanted to get. Like, there's a chance that the Eagles, in my opinion, still could either finish this draft with the best edge or the best corner in this draft.
I mean, Abdul Carter got taken with the 3rd overall pick.
Well, like, excluding Abdul Carter. Obviously, he's the number 1. But,
Okay.
like, excluding Abdul Carter, like, he's at, like, 2nd best edge in the draft. But
How
if
many
Mike,
edges have been taken?
what?
How many edge players have been taken?
Not many. I think Abdul Carter and what's his name went early. It was who was the other edge that went? Abdul Carter, Micah Williams, Shamar Stewart, and James Pierce. James Pierce is really solid. He is very, very good. Michael Williams is also nice too, but I think Mike Green is better than Michael and Shamar. Pierce maybe. I'm not sure. Pierce is really nice too. He said the same. He had the same kind of like issues, like character concerns or something like that. That's kind of why he fell. I don't know. See what we got here though.
The Buffalo Bills.
I feel like it's not a great combination of having a guy that has like a disease and then the first ad I see is Bud Light, like on stage. Drink more beer.
What are the Bills? Defense?
Yeah, probably. That's a good pick, but it's not. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I'm loving this board.
Over Will.
I'm loving this board. He is good though. He's just I don't know, a little undersized. But I don't know if he's like he could probably play nickel.
Oh, that's the dude that's been in the silver jacket the whole night.
Yeah, he was I think there's only two other guys in the green room, I think.
Milrow and Will Johnson. What a squad.
That's
Look,
gotta be a lonely feeling.
There has to clearly be a reason why teams are passing on Will Johnson, whatever that reason is. I'm not privy to, but I wouldn't be as excited to get him now. I would be excited to get Green. I mean, I know that's who Matt was saying he wouldn't mind getting. You said that you wouldn't mind getting him. It makes sense right now.
Whoa, Eagles were traded up.
Really? Huh. One spot.
Yeah, with Casey. Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
Did they swap with Kansas City?
Yeah.
They clearly did.
All right. Well, that was quick. Jeez. I mean, Will Johnson here. I wouldn't be mad with Jihad Campbell either. I can't really see us drafting him like a linebacker, but you never know with him. Mike Green. There's so many guys on the board.
According to Adam Schefter, the reason why he's dropping is because of a knee issue.
Yeah, he said that a
And
little while
I'm
ago.
pretty sure he's had it. He's had one or two of them.
I'll name 5 guys I want, and I'll say in order of where I want him. Will Johnson 1, Mike Green 2, Nick Amenawari 3, Donovan Ezaraku, I can't, whatever, 4, or Jihad Campbell 5.
Yeah, Jack. This Maxwell Harrison kid's a good kid. He just offered to let the Make-A-Wish guy get in this picture.
Yeah, you can tell he's got good character. And that's exactly who the Bills want to bring in.
Dude, Philly's gonna end up with the.
It's
Awesome
it's
college
either Will
grade.
Johnson or Mike Green. You know what? They wanted to trade up because I guarantee you there's probably people that were trying to trade up. There's 100% people that were trying to trade up and get that pick from Kansas City because Kansas City's sitting there like, oh, they're not going corner, they're gonna go tackle. It's like when Philly traded up with Chicago to guarantee they get Carter. They probably gave up like a fourth and then like got back a fifth.
Yeah, I can't imagine they traded up too
Oh,
much.
they just gave him a fifth. I think that one of them is a comp pick. I think that's a comp pick or something. I don't even know. Come on.
Ooh.
I will love Will Johnson. I know you're going off about injury concerns, but that has never stopped us with
I just
drafting a
got
guy.
JPA football league. That won't say anything.
It's not even like we need Will Johnson to come in and start immediately.
Now,
Yeah.
why don't you? What if you guys get Milroad here?
Fuck
Perfect.
you. You know what was so dumb? There was like I saw like WIP. Do you know WIP, right, Jack?
Is that Philly Sports Radio?
Yeah. It's like the main Philly sports radio. And they're like, I wouldn't be shocked if we went out and we got Jalen Milroe in the second round. He's kind of like a Jalen Hurts type player. And it's just like, dude, just stop, please.
I did hear that. I thought that was
I
lunacy.
was like, dude, get out of here. They're nowhere anywhere. Jalen Hurts in college was miles better than Jalen Milroe. Miles better. But
Can't wait to watch Jackson Dart play football.
I have to wait a year.
keeps going on about it.
In preseason.
I want this pick to be Will Johnson so bad. Please.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, Will Johnson at 31 or
Was
Mike
that
Green.
you?
That was not
Oh,
me.
that was Colin. I was like, sounded like you fucking just came off a cig.
He hocked to it.
Oh god.
We've had some crazy noises during this live stream.
Yeah, the sprinklers came on when I was. I don't want to talk about that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wonder who Philly and Casey wrap this up with.
why's there gotta be a commercial? Just get over
Yeah,
with.
that's tough.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I really hope this is not Mike Green. I'd much rather it be Will Johnson.
I don't care either or.
As long as I just hope it's not Mike Green.
It's one. I feel like it's one of the two, but I'm not. I probably prefer Will Johnson because like corners would just be set forever. Will Johnson and Will Johnson. Like our secondary would be set for literally years. Will Johnson, British Jean, and Quinyon Mitchell.
Do you need linebacker?
Not really. I mean, kind of like depth. I wouldn't draft a first round linebacker. I wouldn't be mad if they did because Nakobe Dean might not be ready week 1. But I can't imagine they trade up for a linebacker. It could be. I would not be mad with that. It's one of the three. It's the safety from South Carolina, Mike Green, Will Johnson. One of those three. Or it could be Campbell, but I can't imagine they trade up for Campbell. I don't think so. I don't think they do that. Hey, we were right. The Eagles weren't going to stay put at 32. They went to 31.
Matt was right.
Dude, that fan is everywhere. The face paint guy.
Look at that draft, baby.
It's a pretty good list of first and second round picks.
The worst player in that picks it's Jordan Davis.
So they're getting a 5th-round pick.
Yeah.
So like they must know that like whoever they want to take here is
Simply not on the Eagles' radar. Otherwise, you don't do this.
No, they want linemen. Eagles wanted to move up to guarantee the guy they can get. So those Kansas City's probably fielding calls and the trade down. Which I don't really blame them because there's still like a decent amount of tackles on the board.
Shock the world. Shador to the Chiefs.
I can see the Eagles taking him.
Oh,
It's gonna be, I think
Going
SEC player.
Come on, Will Johnson or Mike Green.
Dude, I hate that guy so much.
Jahad
Dude,
Campbell,
Colts.
I'm not mad with that, but I didn't expect that. Okay. I will take that though. He's a fucking
Oh,
beast.
he was in there too, so he's a dog.
Dude, why do they always have to draft Georgia and Alabama players?
I mean,
This is the 2 best schools.
Ugh.
Can't argue with results.
oh, he was in the green room.
Yeah, he's a dog. He was the best player on the Alabama defense last year. By far.
I feel like the Commanders are gonna hate passing on him.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they didn't take him.
Yeah, me too.
Because, I mean,
I'm
their
surprised.
O-line,
You go, Carl.
the Commanders' O-line is not that bad. I mean, I know you want to, like, protect your quarterback and whatever, but their defense, like, that's probably one of the reasons why.
And they
I do
also
like-
just got Laramie Tunsil too.
I
so
do like that pick
yeah.
though. I really do like that pick.
So I mean, I don't blame the Commanders for going with offensive tackle, but I mean, I do blame like multiple teams for not taking Campbell. But it just seems like a lot of him, like Will Johnson, just a lot of teams are passing on him.
Which I don't know why, because, I mean, he's so athletic and he can play edge and cover.
Yeah, dude, like him in a Vic Fangio defensive scheme. Oh boy, like he's gonna be everywhere. That's why I think they wanted him. Like they could play him at linebacker. He's kind of like he's a better Nolan Smith in my opinion.
Yeah, because he can play edge. He can play
him
middle
edge, you can put him at
linebacker.
linebacker and run stuff. I love that.
Like, he covers very well because he's not like, I mean, he's a pretty big
He's
guy.
kind of
Pretty
similar to like Micah in a way, but probably does more.
Okay, stop it.
I'm saying play style wise, asshole. I'm saying like play style wise, he's a guy that maybe not as good in Micah's not that good in coverage, but not his pass rush way, but he could still get to the quarterback.
I mean, who's that guy? I mean, I know he doesn't play
Also, you shouldn't
safety.
fucking talk, Mr. Tyrone Tracy over there. Shut up.
And the dream is over.
Well,
Goddamn
Kansas City can
Steelers.
still trade.
No, the pick is in.
Oh.
The Steelers really screwed me. I was kind of banking on them.
They could do it. They could trade with Kansas City right here to get the first
But
round
like
option.
now, would the Browns take Shador?
I think you have to. You have 2 picks here. You could take the best player available and then Shador.
But is he even the best player available at this point?
Well, no, but you take the best player with your first round 2 pick, and then Houston and Tennessee isn't taking one. So you could still get him at 4.
Yeah, but the Bears have to take a running back tomorrow, or they get a line.
There's so many though.
Like, I would love Quinshon Junkins.
How mad would you be if the Bears ended up with Jarquez Hunter?
I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Oh my god.
The dude who led the SEC in rushing this year.
The disrespect.
Oh, is he play for Auburn?
Real.
Yeah, looks like a bum.
He led the conference in rushing.
He led
I mean,
the SEC.
when you don't have when your quarterback throws for 30 yards a game, it's not that hard to do. It's pretty one-dimensional offense.
Look, all I'm saying is Ashton Genty didn't even lead the SEC in rushing.
That's very true.
That's true. I'm surprised that guy from Tennessee didn't lead the SEC in rushing.
Yeah, I think he was hurt for one game, and then Jarquez got to take it over.
Kansas City's picks in. Rodgers wrapping it up.
Worst fan base in the league.
Josh Simmons. Insane that he fell all the way to them, but whatever.
Yeah, that was so evident that was going to happen.
He was supposed to go in the middle of the round.
Rigged. God, these Chiefs. Oh, that's the guy that got arrested. That little
My
plush
God.
toy that guy was handling.
Andy looking big as
I
hell.
don't. I hope that we can just. Brian, look at this. Oh no, you can't read it. It's literally I go on Twitter. The first thing I see is the gang goes jihad.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that's good. That's so fucking good.
Oh man. All right. Well, I guess before we end the stream, we can grade all of our teams' first rounds. I think I'll start with Colin with the tight end.
I mean, the more I've subtly looked into it, the more it kind of makes sense. The fact that they were probably trying to trade down, and I mean, he's athletic, 6'5", moves pretty well, and they already have Cole Kmet, so it's kind of a different type of tight end. I mean, I'd probably give it like a B or maybe a B-.
All right. I think that's definitely better than your instant reaction.
Well, I was just confused originally. I was like, because that was out of all the people, I was not expecting that. Because I think that Texas tackle that whoever drafted before them took.
Damn.
I bet that's probably who they were looking at.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, if we can't trade back, just take our number one guy.
Makes sense. All right, Jack, I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but
Yeah, it was an A. There's no doubt about it.
not an A plus?
What?
Not an A plus?
Oh, sorry. You want pluses and minuses? Sorry. Yeah, it's an A. First draft for Liam Cohen, James Gladstone, the new regime. I'm very happy with what they did. They were aggressive. We have a lot of picks. No telling what next year holds, but I certainly don't think that first round pick will be a top 5 pick. So sensation, and what we got is a generational athlete. He's going to be valuable to us on both sides of the football, wide receiver, cornerback, 2 positions we need to fill. So he's going to be an impact player from game 1, and I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, you're going to love watching Travis Hunter play football.
Him, Brian Thomas Jr., and Trevor Lawrence. Like, let's get it done.
A lot of T's.
Yeah, Trevor, Travis, Thomas,
Tank,
another Travis, Tank,
Over under 7 wins.
over. Easy. If they set
Will.
the line, Look at that, dudes. First headline after the draft. Jaguars select Colorado wide receiver cornerback Travis Hunter with the number 2 overall pick. Beautiful. We're making headlines right out the gate. Sorry, Travis, son, I'm muting you.
Will, how are we thinking about Jihad Campbell?
I love the pick. Like I said before, I said if it was one of the 3, I'd be happy. If it was Mike Green, Jod Campbell, or Will Johnson, I would have been ecstatic. Any of those 3. And I kind of kept forgetting Jihad Campbell could also play an edge. I think, like, I don't know. For him, like, a Vic Fangio scheme, just, like, it'd be so good. So,
And
and
no
we kind of
character
need a
issues.
linebacker. Yeah, and, like, he fell in the draft for no reason. It's crazy. But, no, I love it. That's an A. It's just let him fall, and get the best linebacker in the draft.
Yeah, I think we all are coming away happy. I know Colin's a B, Jackson A. Will, you're an A. I'm giving the Giants an A+. Hopefully Jackson Dart's good, but they did what they had to do. They like Jackson Dart, and they actually drafted Abdul Carter. I can't complain, and it's very rare that I can say that about the Giants.
Art's gonna
I'm
make
happy.
me fart. Is he poo?
Yeah, no. Okay, well, that's where we can end it.
Exactly.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate you. We know it's a long night here on the draft. New podcast coming out on Monday where we'll discuss our full drafts and probably have some crazy optimism. So we'll see you then.
Gang.